Today we come to you with additional proof that God or some other higher being exists. Hello everybody.
Stay tuned for these exciting messages.
Happy Tuesday's last Rewardance Day. Hello Mortenard. Hello Honest Psycho. Hello Mame. Congrats on being first. On
Everything
being second.
he said.
Thank you for a resub. How are you all doing? Hello.
Thank you for the
How do I
resub.
pronounce your name? Sabes? T-Sabes? Tell us how it's pronounced. How are you all doing?
I was wondering how you were going to go with the second pronunciation, because all I could think about was Sabes as well. First one. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that could have worked as well.
T-Sabes.
Also sounds kind of badass. Happy, I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever you want it to be. That.
Tuesday, yes.
Everyone's doing good. So please tell us, how do we know that God exists?
So, we don't know, but we have had proof happen in our lives yesterday, actually. Yesterday, after work, Tiff and I decided to go shopping because we were out of some essential groceries. So we went shopping in the evening, as we sometimes do. And we stand there, put our stuff on the...
belt. Conveyor belt. No.
What was the hand motion you did back then? This?
Like it moves.
This conveyor belt-like thingy that goes up until the cash register where the nice person rings you up. That thing.
I'm sure it's conveyor belt.
I don't know the English terms. Doesn't matter, you know what I'm talking about. And while we're putting our stuff on the thing, there's a guy in front of us. And I overhear him flirting with the lady working the till, the cash register. And he goes, something, you're kind of cute. And she's like, thanks. And then he pays, they have some more small talk, and then he turns around and leaves. And he really hard walks into the counter in the next lane. Like he really kneecaps into the metal corner of that thing. So he like half is like, he's like, oh no, are you okay? He's like, yes, it must have been God. My girlfriend must have sent this. She must have hurt me. I'm in a relationship. I shouldn't be flirting. This man had been smote. And yes, I looked up the past tense form, can't even speak anymore, of the word smite, just so I know what to say.
We're talking about it the entire way over.
Yes.
What the heck that is.
He had been smote. God just went, bam, no you don't.
No flirting.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Something like that. Yes. Bro literally told himself, yes. And then like we were next, so I was like,
it was kind of adorable and awkward, and there was like this older lady behind the cash register, behind the girl she was flirting, and she was all like, wow.
Well, if you believe hard enough, and we're like, evening, we would like to pay by card. Thank you.
You're pretty
Goodbye.
cute.
No, we didn't. We did not tempt fate. Also, hello Groundhog. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing?
What he said.
Yes.
Also, fun fact, this morning my cat decided to carry her toy to her food water bowl, drop it and paw it down to try to drown it. Okay,
in the first part I was like, oh, that's adorable. And the second part I was like, oh, that's adorable. Does your cat need therapy? Does your cat want to maybe talk about it? Because that's rough. Did any of your pets ever try to commit a horrible murder on somebody or something?
Not that I recall. But I think it's a therapy type of day. Because, fun story, we're currently testing out some chatbots at work.
At her work. Not this we, the other we.
No. My work this time, because I also work with bots.
Yes, AI is a recurring thing in our lives.
And it was a bot that is, or should be able to predict how conversations go.
Which,
And they're-
spoilers,
not that good. So the bot we were testing out had apparently a really bad day. So we just start simple with asking, how are you? And then it poops out this entire conversation list and it answers like, oh, I'm sort of alright. And then it goes like, oh. It also predicts what the other person might say to it and
based
what it
on
would
one
answer.
input, it predicts the entire rest of the conversation up until like 20 steps.
It was just a, how are you, okay? So the bot goes like, oh, I'm kind of alright. And then
The prediction is that the customer then enters.
Oh, what happened? And they're like, well, just feeling a little bit down. And they're like, oh, what could we do against that? How about we go to the movies?
Oh no!
I want to stay in.
I want to stay in. I don't want to go to the movie because my
No, not yet. It first goes, I'm having a really bad time at the moment. And then the other person goes, this went on for a little bit. Then the other person goes like, oh, how come? My husband just left me.
The AI.
The AI
just
said, my husband just left me. And then it's like,
AI's husband left.
Okay, then we stay at your house. But I don't want to stay at my house because my husband isn't there and my children aren't there. And I was like, how about we ask your dad for advice? But my dad also left me. This bot is having a really, really bad day, I'm telling you.
Whoever worked on that before they made it a product that you guys can test at work, they need to have how should I say this? Like a wellness check performed on them? Like, are you alright? Is there something you would like to talk about? Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? Do you need a hug? Do you need a sandwich? Do you need therapy? Because you need something, clearly.
It was absolutely wild. We tried again and it came with a new whole story. And that one, I don't fully remember that one. I was still too busy crying about the other one. And this
that poor
one,
AI marriage, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was legal.
It was rough. This one was kind of happy that it got accepted into the university of his choice. But he didn't have money, so unfortunately couldn't attend. So he was also a little bit depressed about that. And then it ended up in us getting ice cream. But the other person had to pay for it. So
because
basically,
the AI is broke.
So basically the customer had to pay for the ice cream because the AI was broke, yeah.
Who in their right mind trains an AI that is supposed to be used in customer service to answer very particular questions about services and products to go this broad and emulate somebody going through a rough time in their lives?
But it wasn't fed with any information yet. It's just based on this language.
Yeah, but it had been pre-trained on something.
Apparently
and
on
who
something.
in their right mind goes, let me just check this real quick. Yeah, no, this is perfectly fine. This is very suitable for customer service. Yeah.
But the predictions that bot came with, it was absolutely wild. And all we typed in was, how are you? And
Yeah.
it's like, do you need help?
Wasn't the last one? Customer asks,
hug?
how are you? AI answers the following, and this is not made up. She told me about this. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine!
You know those Danganronpa breakdown moments? Or the last stretch of Omori, without spoilers for those of you that specifically avoided these streams. It was very much that energy, I'm fine 100 times. No. Talking about getting ice cream, Groundhog would apologize for stealing more than our last stream, but we were having fun gaming, getting ice cream, and I have no regrets. As you shouldn't. That sounds amazing. Why don't we ever eat ice cream while playing games and stuff?
But we do all the time.
Yeah, true.
Lots of water ice.
Just not on stream, because then there's eating sounds, and then there's a chance of Tifa, most likely, getting ice cream onto the microphones. Yeah, I don't trust her.
Just imagining a random customer service chatbot going off about their husband, kids, and dad, all leaving them and begging the customer to buy them ice cream. I'm
yes.
sorry, but If that starts, would you really expect you're talking to a chatbot, or you just think there's an agent behind this who is having a mental breakdown?
Like if I was using like a laptop, I would check if the camera had turned on by itself and if I'm being recorded, because this seems like a horrible prank. Like this just doesn't make sense.
It was absolutely hilarious though. Like, I'm not okay.
Help me, please. AI trauma dumping was not on my bingo card.
I can't ask my dad, because my dad left me too.
I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. Like, over the last couple months, like last year, we all probably read those headlines like, AI is gonna cost like 30% of workers their jobs.
Not happening.
No, not anytime soon. No, I don't think anybody needs to be worried for the immediate future. No.
You can do a lot with bots. Technology has been a very long way, and in certain things you can definitely do a lot of stuff with it. But fully replace people?
Most companies that I've been able to work with so far, they're not anywhere near as far as I want you to think.
No. And for the super advanced stuff where you think, oh, this bot here is going to take my job, that's so expensive, it's not gonna happen in every company.
Yeah, a lot of like management type of people are not aware that like using an AI like ChatGPT also costs money, and like that always confuses me, because I think it made headlines even in mainstream news that Microsoft invested $10 billion into the training for ChatGPT. Why would somebody think, oh, they're gonna give this to me for free, right? No, you're gonna pay one way or another. That 10 billion wants to be made back. They need a return of investment. Give it a year.
Gonna get that.
It's not that far away.
No, I really don't think so.
What year was Danganronpa 1 set in?
I don't remember. Beginning 2000s? I
don't recall. This is not spoilers. I'm just saying highly advanced technology plays a part in this. That's not a spoiler, right? No, it's not. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
This alter ego's breakdown when they did a murder in an alternate timeline. Yeah, the fanfiction writes itself. I'm fine. Creeps me out a little. Hey, ISP manager wrote us out. My wife left me and she took my kids. Yes. This only gets creepier, if you ask me, when companies make the switch from using like a chatbot to a voice bot with like a text-to-speech component.
My wife left me and she took the kids. Oh.
Hi, this is Jack. I wanted to ask a question about my phone contract. I'm getting billed extra and I wanted to talk to a representative about why. My wife left me. Not what you expect to hear.
Can you maybe stay at home? My house left me too.
Yeah, everybody left me. The street left me. The house left me. I've got nothing. You really should pay the people whose intellectual property was used to train AI, so it should cost more than just hiring people. Yeah, there's also that whole like can of worms to still be opened and closed. Like the whole idea of like who actually owns the copyright to the data that was used. Yeah, I don't think we're any further into like that kind of legislature, are we? There's a lot of stuff to still
there's plenty. Like it's still in, I want to say, the beginning phases.
I mean, AI has been around for like 40 years or so? 50? I think since the 70s. Not what we now would call AI, but like the first baby steps. But yeah, I'm not worried about AI.
And the one thing a bot really likes to know, because one of the lines that was also in there is, what are we gonna do now? And the answer was, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Especially in a customer service setting, that is the most beautiful part. Yeah, what can I do about this? I don't know.
But I don't know answer is kind of a running gag in bots.
Is it?
Oh yes.
Not in any I've worked on, because we specifically avoid those types of scenarios. Like that's the first thing we try to not have happen. Because that's not helpful.
You can't, unless you train your bot for everything at once. It's going to happen.
Yeah, that's my approach.
And even then it will happen.
No.
I work at a web hosting company and we have people trying to order chicken nuggets in our bot every once in a while.
Like, I have an answer for that.
For chicken nuggets?
Yeah. Because like I can't, no, sorry, I can't discuss the details because NDAs. Sorry. Besides, nobody came here today to watch me talk about project work in AI. Now, did you? Exactly. No, you didn't.
Have you ever watched ChatGPT play chess?
No.
No, I have not.
No,
but
not yet. I need to, apparently.
I mean, it can do so many things. I also saw something...
Wait, pawn moves. Pawn moves. And then it gives up because my wife has left me. Yeah.
I also saw something about ChatGPT writing like this full character or an NPC for Skyrim. And then another AI thingy made like a video for it, and they worked together on making this whole lifelike character, which is also... I didn't watch the video
You are aware
yet,
that
but
right
it's
now there is at least one stream on Twitch where people use exclusively AI to do a stream? Like there's an AI making the video feed, there's an AI making the audio, there's an AI writing the script. I think that got into hot water a while ago because it's kind of like, was it Seinfeld? And it said some very offensive things and got banned, I think. I don't recall. I never watched it. This just in, Elon Musk replaces Twitter's customer support team with ChatGPT-powered deepfake version of his ex-wife Grames. Honestly, as far as Musk is concerned, that would not be the weirdest or worst decision he's made lately.
That would not be that surprising, yeah.
Yeah. If I read that tomorrow as an actual headline, I would not be shocked. No. I would actually think the world is healing. We're entering the good timeline again. The ChatGPT chess playing thing was making illegal moves all the time, and once it lost anyway, tried to gaslight the player that they were playing the opposite side. Okay. A Napoleon A that cheats played chess against Twitch chat. Okay. ChatGPT versus Gotham chess. Alright.
No, that's a mood.
I need to catch up on that because that sounds like me trying to play chess. No, I can totally do that move. Oh, did white win? I was white. I wasn't black. No.
I was white the entire time, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not pay attention? Yeah. Something like that. You can watch on YouTube. I will check it out after.
I will absolutely watch that.
Same with the one I mentioned. Okay. You write that down really quick.
It's absolutely fascinating.
Napoleon AI.
I mean, it's not like we haven't been using stuff either. Is that thing even? Oh, I don't even have it. I do it. I mean, for those that were here and remember our 3-year anniversary stream, I mean, that dude was completely made with AI as well.
The robot AI overlord was not artificial intelligence.
Oh,
that was totally me using Blender. No, it was a website we found where you can do those things for free. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do really fun stuff with it as well.
Yes. I don't actually know how to play chess, to be honest.
Same.
I've played chess before. I would say I'm at the point where if you give me 5 minutes, I can remember how the pieces can move. But whether I win or not is very much high up in the cards.
I remember like years ago you tried to teach me.
Yeah, but we
never
always
really continued.
We never played on a chess board. We always play in a chess video game because then we can't do illegal moves.
No, we have a board. You tried to teach me on the actual board.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's been too long.
It's under the TV still.
Recall.
Getting quite dusty. It was like 9 years ago.
Good thing the refrigerator chess puzzle isn't in this game. Yes, when you posted that picture in the memes channel, I was like, oh no, please don't. I think I would do worse at a chess puzzle than I'm doing at color puzzles.
But I can recognize the horse.
That's usually easy, yeah. Yeah, but the other pieces, like bishop, queen, tower?
The bishop is the
knight,
small one with a little crown on it, no?
I don't know.
Or it looks like a little crown.
I
A
don't
tower... Oh no, is that the tower?
What if you play with a non-traditional set that's like Pokemon characters?
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure they exist.
I'm sure you can have Pokemon replace the pieces just by the name. I mean, you have that Queen Bee Pokemon, I forgot what its name is. You can have that as the actual queen.
Yeah, I know what I know which one you're talking about. I don't recall the name though.
Yeah,
Combi is for pre-evolution.
Yeah, exactly. But I forgot the name.
Isn't it Queen Bee with one E? Something like that?
No, it has a different name. I could look it up, but...
I'm looking it up.
Combi Evolution.
Queen Bee Pokemon.
Or that.
It is Vespiquen.
See, that's totally different. Oh yeah, or Nidoking and Nidoqueen. That's even better because
That
then
would
you
be
have
amazing.
an actual pair.
Also, I'm biased towards Gen 1. Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
Good idea.
Then there are horse Pokemon. Could even have like Ponyta or something.
That could work. Rapidash.
Or Rapidash.
If you go with one of those, go with fully evolved one.
Or both. You have more horses.
Who would be the pawn? Rattata.
Pawniard.
Oh, I was still
mean,
thinking
it's-
only Gen 1. Fair enough, yeah.
I mean, it's
But
in
then
the
the
name.
bishop has to be bishop.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's in the name, so it's easy to remember.
Exactly.
Few YouTubers actually made Pokemon chess.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was our idea just now. Like
Yeah, they
copied
stole it. How? I mean, we've only spoken about it now, but how dare
Morphogenetic
they?
fields.
Exactly.
We spoke
sent
about
the
it
info back
now.
in time.
We sent it back in time, and someone stole our idea. I mean, I technically thought of Microsoft, and then all of a sudden, like Bill Gates took it.
Accidentally, I sent it so far back in time that they founded the company before I was born. Yeah, I mean, weird how that works. In a super effective attack, you get another move, not effective, both pieces are lost. That sounds amazing.
That sounds like I would lose immediately.
Queen has a crown, bishop is pointy, king also has a crown, but it usually has a little cross on the top. Okay. I would definitely not be able to recognize when I see it on the board. What I do recognize though is Tifa's hilarious attempts at giving us recaps. So Tifa, would you like to remind everybody what happened the last time we played Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward?
Yes. We were still killing time before we could go into the next rooms.
For a second I thought she was gonna say, we're in episode 5. That was with Phoenix Redwing.
It did go through my mind for a second.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it through your eyes in the back of your head.
But then I thought of the actual thing, and we didn't advance into a new puzzle room yet. No new groups have been made. We actually found Kay with Quark, and who was the third person in that group? Kay, Quark, and... Doesn't matter. We reconnected with them. Turns out that Quark has actually fainted shortly after.
No, you're starting in the last 30 minutes. What happened before that during the stream?
Isn't that all that happened?
So, unlike Tifa is pretending, we actually went through the next set of puzzle rooms. We went to the bee garden, most likely the botanical garden, where we had to literally uncover a bunch of boxes, keys, and solve the puzzle with a day-night cycle and a bunch of stuff.
Wasn't that on Friday?
It was very relaxing. Upon returning from our puzzle...
No, wait. Wasn't that on Friday?
No, that was Sunday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe more happened on Sunday than I thought. Okay.
I missed the streams, I need this recap. You're welcome. She's not being helpful. After we finished this puzzle room, where effectively we learned...
I carried you.
Nothing new except
Completely.
the roof for the botanical garden kind of thing. Looked kind of like with those hexagons. Like you would expect like a space station kind of thing. You know, the... I would give you a game reference, but spoilers, so don't, sorry. But yes, that other game we've played...
It had a fake sky.
That was a longer franchise.
There you go.
That, for those of you that know. Then we left the room. We also found another map at some point. We learned that now we were on floor B. There was another message written in blood on the wall. But I forgot something about a lion and the sun with a gun in his mouth. It was confusing.
Oh yeah, a lion that ate the sun.
We didn't get to talk about any of that because then we went back to try to meet with the others, and then we only met one group. had a short chat, and then somebody alerted us to the fact that Quark had collapsed.
That was Kay, when we met up with Kay.
Yeah, we were alerted to the fact that Quark had collapsed, and now we are back at the part where Tifa started. Carry on.
I was thinking, like, we did nothing those 2.5 hours. Like, literally, it was only that hospital room part.
That was the message. Memento Mori of the 9th lion ate the sun.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Okay, so we did some more. So we then went to the infirmary, trying to treat Quark.
Which is when we learned that
Quark is actually infected with a virus,
which is
called something 6.
Radical 6.
Oh yeah, Radical 6. And we were like, oh no, how's this possible? Because we also found a news article that's talking about this pandemic, Radical 6.
And at first we were like,
on the outside.
Whatever, like pandemic, I lived through one. But then we learned that no, apparently this shit's deadly. Like, you will die if you catch that. Oh, we also learned this because we established that Luna has some background in the treatment of living beings. I still think she's a vet. We still don't know if she's a nurse, a doctor, or something else, like a vet. And she had like this weird scanner thing with an ADAM device, ADAM, something like with
doesn't matter
radiation.
For the
and she like basically beeped him, and that's when she learned Radical 6. And then...
That's not really important for a recap though. Then we tried to like heal him, but Quark kinda started losing his mind and tried to kill himself with a knife.
Scalpel.
Oh, the scalpel, yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, the game went from...
You're not letting me say the recap.
Yeah, because you suck. The game went from, haha, quirky puzzle adventures, this is weird, to, oh no, the kid is sick, to suddenly attempted suicide. He was also yelling.
He was trying
gibberish.
to kill himself so that his soul could be freed, since his body was currently stuck. And he was like, oh, I have to kill myself, otherwise my soul cannot be free. Personally, I think that's a little bit weird, even if you have learned that you were infected by the virus, because if that's going to kill you as well, then your soul will also be free if you'll die from that anyway.
We don't know.
So why do you need to kill yourself?
Now you understand why the panic attack and had to stop playing the game back in early 2021. Yes, fully understand it. I don't know why this game doesn't come with a trigger warning like Omori did. Because that scene was... Yeah, no, I didn't expect that.
Well, we
Thankfully,
gave Quark some... I wanted to say tranquilizer.
I need to keep interrupting. No, we didn't give Quark anything. The entire group held Quark down, and then Luna...
She shot him with a tranquilizer thingy. He got unconscious. It doesn't really matter how it happened. It's a recap. It's a short version of what happened before. You don't have to repeat line by line what happened.
With a tranquilizer through his shin.
So he got knocked out exactly one line instead of
through
600.
His shin.
Then Alice...
Yes.
Suddenly also went into this whole mood. She had the scalpel at that moment, turned all like dead on us, ran off.
Yeah, we're all gonna die, so I'd rather...
I have no clue what you mean.
She started also talking weird and then she ran away.
Like after a delay, we followed her. We're currently standing in front of, I believe it was 2 or 3 doors. We don't know which direction she went into.
We're trying to find Alice.
We're probably at a split point where we have to decide which door we're going to go in, and I'm guessing if we actually manage to guess the door that has Alice behind it, we're gonna die a horrible death, and I hope we take Alice with us.
In that ending.
That's where we are.
Yeah. That's also my prediction. We're gonna get stabbed if we find Alice first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Basically that.
Oh, not what I meant. The pandemic article was what did it. We didn't get very far to go. Okay, also fair point. Yeah, that also understandable. We were here like, oh, a pandemic, tell us more about it. Then again, it's been 2 years, and yeah, it's a thing. It feels super weird now after having lived through a pandemic, like reading like stuff about history, or in movies or games or books, a pandemic being like a plot device, because it always makes me like, I know what that felt like. I mean,
I feel like when it comes to pandemics, we had it a bit better than the ones they went through like 200 years ago or 100 years ago. I mean,
I didn't need to work in a field all day to live.
I mean that you have better things to keep yourself busy. It still sucks, but at least we got the internet, you know.
But I'm really sorry for saying the 10 minutes thing last time. I didn't want to spoil anything, simply wanted to say that there would probably be a development to internet. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. Perfectly fine, don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's the heat of a moment. Your heart is in the right place. I appreciate you wanting to influence the flow of a stream in a positive way. I really appreciate that. Honest Psycho said it best, your sin is forgiven, my son.
Also about the English not being your first language, don't worry, because it's not ours either. And if you're looking for perfect English, this is not the place to be.
No. If you... Tifa actually pointed this out. If you watch our like pre-stream thing, the stuff that plays before we go live, the channel trailer thingy I made, every single clip has at least one mispronounced word.
All of them are yours, though.
That's true.
All of them are yours. I just want to say, like
that is true.
That's a really great scan.
Yeah. I did that on purpose, of course, because I was thinking, how would people in the future pronounce words? And I was making up an accent. I was running with my character and...
You gotta swap those around at some point.
Yeah, make a new version every year.
Yeah.
But it always has to be clips or we mispronounce things. So, welcome to the club. It's fine.
Back then, what's the...
If I recall correctly, I wasn't vaccinated yet and it was terrifying. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Good thing, it's better now.
That is very true.
Yeah,
so
I
want to see if my prediction was correct with your speed of playing. You said 10 minutes.
I don't want to spoil it, but you saying it's 10 minutes isn't going to influence the way we proceed through the game. Don't worry about that.
I mean, it could very well be.
My money is on it not being 10 minutes unless it's literally 2 or 3 screens away from where we are.
It depends on whether we get distracted and what happens in between and we need to argue about it.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say. Sometimes I feel like we go through quite fast and I'm like, not too bad.
It depends.
And then at other times we advance 6 lines.
Yes. Because we go with the flow.
Exactly.
And sometimes there's detours. Tifa.
And our flow is right at the starting point right now. I am ready.
No, I think we're near the end of the flow.
Or that.
See what she did there, but had to reject it. You ready?
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hold on to your butts.
If I want to be correct though, I just start from the beginning.
If you press start from the beginning or accidentally delete save data, I will delete your save data. Actually, if you do that, Tifa, I will reach out to Jagex customer support and have your RuneScape account deleted.
That would be quite rough.
How many hours have you put into it? Couple thousand?
You can actually check that with an NPC. I have 1.5 years of my life in game time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
was it 16 months something in game
7,000
time?
hours? Something like that? I can't do math. It's a lot. Don't make me do it.
I play a lot of RuneScape, what can I say?
Now, continue.
Continue. For a second I thought I actually did say start from the beginning. There's gonna be a warning if I click that, right?
No. Then we just load the game.
Oh. Load, yes.
Advice commands. Advice command we scattered, filtering off into the different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet.
Wait, as in you've put 1.5 years worth of time into the game?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actual time I've spent in the game, yeah.
Dedication. But also been playing for over a decade.
Yeah, my account is like 14 years old right now. Like it could be worse, it could be worse.
Also like AFKing and stuff, playing on your phone when you're watching something. So it adds up. That's 13,000 hours. I'm really bad at math, aren't I? I said like half of that.
1,000 hours?
I said 7,000.
Oh, I thought you started with 1,000.
I was only off by half. Whatever that moment in 10 minutes is can be when I leave for my physical therapy appointment, I guess. 10 minutes
take us along.
Our time or 10 minutes real time, because we don't know. We said like 2,000 first. Did
2,000 sounds like so much.
When I was only off by 6.5.
Then you realize it's not that much after all.
Good thing I don't make decisions about money.
Especially during like high school, I went on RuneScape like 24/7, I would say
23.
Like 2 days straight, then like a few hours of sleep, maybe a day straight. You get the drill.
By the way, before we get into the game proper, I want you all to give props to Tifa, that she is sitting here streaming with me. Because yesterday RuneScape had this huge update with a new skill, and I don't know if you can tell, but Tifa is itching to play RuneScape. If it wasn't for the fact that she is a responsible adult, she would not have slept, she would not have worked.
I would have slept.
She would not have worked, and she would just be playing RuneScape on every screen available. Tifa, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Also, you feel kind of cold.
Because I am cold.
Then, for once, let me help you.
No, then you're warm.
Wow. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
So am I.
I'm so happy to be a responsible adult. Wow. Going to work.
Now let's go find Alice. Or not, actually. Okay, we don't get a choice. Yeah, I think we're dead.
Oh, so we're just gonna run through. Okay.
I want to open the menu when we can, but I'm quelling.
What's a quelling? That sounds kinda Swedish. Or Norwegian.
That sounds like the German word for... I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that's not what it means, but quellen, or aufquellen in German, is the word for absorbing water and expanding. And I don't think that's what you're doing. If you are, that's cool, but I don't think you are. It's Yiddish, I do be proud. Oh, that's completely different. Thank you, I learned something today. I'm quelling for you as well.
It sucks. Working.
Maybe Root is swelling with pride?
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
That is a 5-head kind of moment. That is genius.
But where does the K come from?
What?
Well, I can understand the swelling, pride.
No, because of what I said, the aufquellen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a dialogue, Tifa. I'm having a conversation with people. You are included.
You usually don't even get the conversation. And then I have to explain it to you.
What? I doubt that. I like that thinking. Genius. If you're expanding last month hours, contact your primary care physician. Yes, and then Luna will come to your house and inject you through your shin bones.
Well, that was necessary.
True. No one here, huh? Damn. Where did she go?
Did you check behind the bar?
She's behind the counter, isn't she? Also, 1 sec. Okay, we are not at a choice yet.
Oh, maybe we do get to pick a door.
With the whole 10-minute thing, I was expecting we are railroaded into this already somehow, but let's find out. Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else.
I mean, sometimes those rooms go fast though.
That's true. So why are we going alone?
Because we split up.
Yeah, but I don't like going alone. Because That leaves a lot of room uncovered when you're turning around to look.
Alice would never betray us.
Yes, she would.
We're safe. Or in the wise words of an online parrot, I'm not gonna hurt you. That video is so
I will
great.
never get a parrot.
I would love a parrot. Like one of those super big ones.
There's so many rooms to check for her. This is kind of giving me Metroid Fusion vibes. The whole being on your own, going through like this like station kind of thing.
Oh, we did not see the jellyfish.
No, we didn't.
When did we get to see that?
We didn't. Did another AB game happen? No, not yet. We wanted, or we expected one to happen, but then the whole Quark episode thing occurred. So we haven't had the chance yet to do an AB game. We did get the cards, and we did want to go start the thing in the game, but we needed to get the rest of the group, and then all of that happened. Yeah. Shoot.
Even though I have to say the jellyfish is a little bit creepy.
A little bit, but so are actual jellyfish. Nothing but treatment center either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark. I need to hurry. Huh, weird. I'm guessing there's still gonna be one. I don't think they're gonna cut off the game before that.
We had some...
Strange.
Oh, that's probably where the next decision is.
I would think so.
Game.
Yeah. I'm headed to the garden next. It's a lot of beeping. Hey, now you get to see the bee garden.
They could have made this bit a bit faster, if you ask me.
I think it's actually quite fast.
Just swap to the scene. Why the whole hallway door thing?
So that you see what the character sees.
I guess.
I'd only gone a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Hello, Bedinses. Happy Virtues Day. How are you doing? Alice.
What he said.
Oh, there you are.
So Fi found her first.
Yeah.
She dead?
I doubt it.
Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Huh?
Did Fi beat her
I
up?
just got here a minute ago.
We still have a shovel, we can bury her.
She was like this when I found her.
Okay.
When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
Are we gonna have something with ghosts where all of these people get individually possessed? There's gonna be ghosts, isn't there? Eggs!
Always eggs. I don't know if it's like ghosts or if it's the effect of tapping into the morphogenetic field. Because the whole thing where you suddenly re-experience things that you have not technically experienced could also be like, I saw like a vision or like a hallucination kind of thing.
Yeah, but
as in like an explanation for it.
I don't think Quark would...
Functionally the same, Jack. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going for. Maybe at some point a character will call it, or they saw a ghost and they told them something, but they are trying to explain like what Sigma calls a premonition.
He's just trying to steal my point.
Maybe.
And he goes like, oh, I said this because I said it way more elaborate than you did.
Yeah. Therefore I get more points because I said more words.
I know what you're doing. It's not gonna work.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
Which way did she took her?
I don't know.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right. 10 minutes just passed, my prediction was off. Let's see how much. I would say 30 minutes, at least. at least.
Like, that's also the shitty thing, like, usually, especially during the work when I need to get up early for work. It's kind of hard to say, like, okay, you know what, we're gonna cut it here or we're gonna continue to the end. Because I remember once when we were like, oh, the end is so close, let's just go for the end. And then we still took like 2 hours to actually get to the end.
No, Tifa, I think the prime example of this is when we played Danganronpa 1. And I said, today we're gonna finish this chapter. Thinking we're like 2 hours away. We streamed for almost 10 hours that night because I was like, I said I would finish the chapter.
Yeah, we were still on until like 3 a.m.
Almost 4 a.m. in the morning, yeah, our time.
But that's happened more often, just not to that extent.
I should go now, Ben. I'll leave in a minute. Have fun. I should be back in like an hour and a half.
Probably see you then.
Then we probably will be at that 10-minute mark, yeah. Have fun. Do the thing. I was gonna say good luck, but it's not
Kick
luck.
butts.
Much success. That's better. Lighter than expected. Okay, the gold is holoplastic. Oh yeah, here we go. Alice was lighter.
Spoilers! Wow.
People are reading the text.
We didn't read the line yet.
Wow, quickly ban honest psycho. No. Alice was lighter than I had expected, and finally I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. Who says trot?
Yeah, I mean, that's also kind of hard while carrying a body. But have you seen Sigma's arms, though?
Yeah, he's got that Henry Cavill physique going on.
Like, that gold could just be peanuts.
It could be lead, and Sigma would be like, yeah, I don't care. He probably carries Alice mostly by himself, like Link in a Zelda game, just like overhead casually. I would be okay with it.
I mean, all the weight of Alice is also collected into one spot, so it might be easier.
True. They probably have Phi carry the legs, and Sigma places his hands like in the back, right behind the chest area.
I mean...
Oh my god, I just realized something I can't say, cause spoiler.
Frustrating, isn't it?
Thank you for catching it. You can tell us when we see it.
Let's see if we can get past it.
Unless it's still spoiler for later stuff. But you'll figure it out. Endgame spoiler. Yeah, please no.
That's gonna take a while.
Please pay attention, everyone.
Oh man, this thing even bends like under.
The golden chest piece, I told you, it isn't just laying flat, it is shaped. It is shaped.
Why are you so shocked? We even discussed this last time, that it's shaped.
Yeah, I had to explain this to you.
And now you're all... What?
Didn't I explain this to you, that it's molded to match her physique?
Yeah, I said it was, and that is no way that is actual gold because it's not laying flat. And then we had that whole discussion.
Also, for her own well-being, we established that Alice is unconscious, right? So shouldn't we make sure that she isn't impeded in her breathing? You know, when somebody passes out, they teach you in first aid that you should like open their shirt.
She's fine. She's fine.
I'm just saying. Like, what if she's gonna have trouble breathing because of all the gold weighing down on her?
I mean, it's a heavy weight to carry.
Bonk. I was taught that during first aid. I was specifically told, if you see somebody laying on the ground unconscious, like
you should undress them.
Open, not fully, but make sure that they have a free chest. That includes opening a bra if a person is wearing one. They specifically told us that. I remember.
We were told not to touch that.
I remember because the instructor even told us, well, it helps if you're good at opening a bra with one hand. Something like that.
We were told not to touch that unless you can see that it's really...
That's a funny thing.
Like, what do you call it? Like when her upper body's turning blue because her bra is so tight or whatever.
I mean, I don't think she has that problem.
I mean, we should, just in case, you know.
Everyone go to holiday. Maybe. Plot twist, her badonka's gravity bends the gold above them. That could also be. I'm
quite sure these have their own gravity law.
They're basically black holes. Alright, we're paying attention, everybody.
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
And she
also infected.
also has Radical 6. She is patient 0. She is spreading Radical 6. It was an ancient Egyptian pandemic, and she brought it into the present.
Well, it's like when you have germs in icebergs that suddenly melt, and the germs are still alive and then come back to haunt us.
Calling it everyone's infected, and that is going to add an extra time limit to the whole game.
Yeah, where we need to
we need to get out before we succumb to Radical 6. Yeah, I like that thinking.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's.
At this point, though, I would just go, hey, how about we scan all of us?
Yeah.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Scanning?
She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Beep beep?
Wait, where's my beep beep?
Quite sure I took it from you.
The bullshit detection meter is still working. It still bends sound. I would be shocked if I didn't see this coming. Oh no, we're backfired, gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her?
What's going to happen to her?
To be fair, with how Clover is clothed, this is not the best protection to like cold and stuff. I'm just saying.
I mean, none of them have complained about the cold, so I'm sure it's warm enough.
However, we're gonna get some pandemic from thawing permafrost. That's a real thing that might happen. Give it some decades and we might as well have something like Siberian swamp disease. There is a potential for that.
Yeah. Can't see that happening, yeah.
I hope it doesn't, but...
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6.
Or we're gonna cause it ourselves once again, because I read something not too long ago that there was like this parasite that's extinct or a worm for like 20,000 years.
Then they're unfrozen and start laying eggs like crazy.
I didn't read the laying eggs, but I did read that after unfreezing it, it was alive again. I'm like, have we learned nothing from like Jurassic Park and shit like that?
Yeah.
I mean, there should be a message behind these fictional movies.
Do you remember when you watched like zombie outbreak movies before the pandemic? And you were like, nobody would be this stupid. Nah, that's not... And then the pandemic happened and people were even dumber than that? Yes. I'm not shocked, unfortunately.
I mean, that is very true.
Don't call that the WHO discourages naming diseases after places. Fair enough, then they can call it... I don't know, whatever the virus stem name is going to be.
That also makes sense though, because
you
if you look at COVID, the racism against like Asian people in general was like
disgusting.
Absolutely insane. So if you name a disease after a place,
that's not good.
Yeah, I think the Spanish still have to hear about the Spanish flu. There's something like. Not the best idea. Not the best idea.
There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
We talked about this last stream. There was this
I remember
note.
the word.
IG equals this.
Yeah.
Immunogoblin.
Tifa mode.
I do prefer his version.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir.
Oh yeah, that's what the drug was called.
Yeah, the magic sword.
Yeah. The horse that Odin rides on or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They're turned off.
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself.
Okay, so we were taken out of a pandemic environment.
Who was the third person?
I think there's more of them. We've all been in those pods.
I'm thinking, version 1. The cause of Radical 6 is Alice. going with she actually is this thought out Egyptian mummy, and she brought this thousands of years from the past with her.
The Titanic wasn't enough. She had to kill the entire civilization.
Exactly. Or they specifically installed 3 people that had this in this game, and they placed them in the pods for containment purposes. So one is Quark, the other is Alice. Who do you think prefer?
I think there's 9 pods.
K is the last.
I think they're all infected and there's 9 pods and they've all been in those things.
Wasn't possible.
We've only seen, have you seen the map? We've only seen a tiny bit of.
True, and we still have this Memento Mori blood gravity thing. Odin's horse was called Sleipnir, if I recall correctly. That rings a bell. Yeah, I think you're right. One that pulled axe. Didn't they just say the word?
Excalibur.
Excalibur. I want to say Excalibur. Excalibur from the stone shall have a throne of Anglo-Saxon. Yes, and they must grow epic beards and then also rule the Vikings. I'm okay with it.
Kind of reminds me of the movie Excalibur. What was that? Disney? Pixar? Who made that movie? Super underrated and a really awesome movie.
I don't recall.
You should watch it.
Was it a quest for Camelot?
Yeah.
Disney.
Was that Disney?
Yeah.
It's like a really old one.
I want to say Disney. I remember the Game Boy game being really good. That came out with a movie. Kind of like Zelda.
It's a long time ago.
The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excalibur.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice.
Oh, Alice first?
Well, yeah.
You perf.
We're going to the treatment center.
I'm guessing he's gonna carry Quark. As he spoke, Tenmyuji moved over to Quark and lifted his small unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyuji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. While sticking out my butt. Because why not? Oh, look!
Oh, what a coincidence.
Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Axel... Xlav...
Excalibur!
Wait!
What a coincidence. No, this fell out of Quark's
Quark's pocket. Wait, did they just give us the whole thing about a pandemic and then they immediately give us the cure?
Well, maybe Quark found it, sniffed it, and then got high on it.
I have no idea where the game is going with this. Like, pacing-wise, storytelling-wise, this doesn't make any sense to me.
I expected a epic quest to find this Excalibur.
Why would you introduce this big looming threat and then immediately go, oh, by the way, here's the solution?
You found it, Sigma!
Yay!
That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Yeah, this is an experiment. Wouldn't be shocked, yeah.
Why did Quark have it?
That's another question, yeah.
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Then why did he still choose to stab himself? Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards.
But that means Quark remembers.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe one of the symptoms of Radical 6 is that you can't think clearly. Like when you catch rabies. One of the last symptoms before you will die from rabies is that you become hydrophobic. You cannot drink water, your body won't let you. Like, there's videos about this and it's horrible. Like, they're giving a person a glass of water and it's like they suddenly have like super Parkinson's or something. They start shaking, they cannot drink. It's not possible.
Oh, that's odd. Never seen that.
Yeah. Rabies is basically a real-life horror movie. Yes, it is absolutely insane what that disease does to the body. It's horrible. I wish nobody ever catches that. It's one of the worst things you can live through, if you ask me. 80% of the time for these games, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I just make it seem like I don't.
That's accurate. Might have took it while not knowing what it is. He simply took it to show the rest later. But then why that bottle? Out of all the bottles
because it's purple.
Good enough of a reason.
And he has a green outfit.
It's a pretty color.
Work together. Did they learn about it after everyone learned about the pandemic? If not, Quark had no reason to take that specific file.
They all probably know more.
No, we learned about this before he found it.
They're all knowing more than they're letting on, I'm telling you.
We had the point in the game with the snippet from the newspaper before they went into this room.
The newspaper didn't say anything about a cure or exit.
Luna brought it up back then.
Didn't she only brought it up?
No, she also talked about it then.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Even the name?
Yeah.
I somehow don't think so.
Or he had a premonition. Yeah. Or he
that
learned through the morphogenetic field. Yeah.
It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that.
It's very appropriate.
To be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Such a good guy,
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Ow.
The moral dilemma is going to be now this dosage of Exhalavir is only enough for one treatment.
It's a big bottle though.
That doesn't matter.
Well,
you don't know how much you need to inject or how big the bottle actually is. Maybe it's just like a close-up.
True. I still think we should scan all of us.
Yeah.
Like, why are we not doing that? Why did no one even brought that up yet?
Maybe we can stretch out the effects of the Exhalavir if, like, first we take it all, then we, like, gargle with it, then we spit it back in, and then we pass it. That's disgusting. Please don't do it.
Bottle fit in a 10-year-old boy's pocket. This kid is an adult. I'm quite sure he's at least 18.
Yeah.
And do you know how big certain pockets are?
He has cargo jackets.
Exactly. Some of those pockets like go to your knees. I'm just saying.
It's not like women's pants that have these teeny tiny disgusting sized pockets. Pockets. Ow.
It's getting things time. I believe it was stated it was like 5 to 10 minutes. But then we could have already started it. Can't
Maybe
we talk
Luna...
while doing the beep beep?
No. No, that would be annoying.
What about Alice?
I mean, 2 out of 2 people that we scanned are infected. The chance is very high, the rest is too.
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
Here we go. Come on, say it. It's just one dosage.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person.
That is such a big bottle.
I'm writing this down as my prediction.
Excuse me? That's not a...
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine. You can have it. Take it. Women's pants are the worst. Nothing fits in the pockets. Yes. It's even worse when they put fake pockets on that crap.
Yeah, that's horrible. Every company that does that should have to give up 99% of their income to, like, charities.
This bottle could also be really tiny. I'm gonna go with tiny because, like, it has to be like 1 doses. This is like what? To me, this is like 60 syringes full of...
Tifa, it's a small bottle.
Yeah, but even then...
How much water do you think is in this glass?
Barely anything.
Uh-huh.
Why not write down the other predictions as well? Because Jack sucks as the writer down.
I do. I try to at least.
But yeah. We do have a little list.
Yeah. Ever since we learned the infection, we were looking for Alice, then scanned Alice, so they couldn't really scan anyone else yet, and soon the AB game time limit will up.
Yeah,
true, just because we haven't checked the time limit doesn't mean that there isn't one, we're just not looking at our clocks.
There's always a time limit.
Yeah, but we haven't checked our watches in a while, so...
Makers of fake pockets should be paid as much as they can fit in their pockets, yes. I 100% agree with
only
it.
in the biggest coins in their currency.
It is so inconvenient.
Otherwise, someone just takes a credit card.
I bought a pants online not too long ago, which I thought was kind of cool. But it did say nothing about no pockets. And now I have a pants with no pockets and it sucks.
I hate it.
Yeah.
The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
See, so it could be like a 5-liter canister.
I'm gonna use it all.
Yeah.
Suddenly the expanding comes into mind. Just ram it all in this little kid.
And then she like treats Quark with it and you just go...
No, we're putting it in the kneecap, so his
Oh my
knee
God.
just goes.
Oh, he has like this huge bubble. Like, oh, that's disgusting.
At some point you have to press it so that it shoots higher up his body.
No, oh look, people are talking.
Right.
No. Yes. Well, we all stood stunned if I moved.
I'm voting to save Quark.
Alice.
Quark.
Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes and then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Alice for the Lord? Exactly. Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
This is the choice. Who do we save?
Alice.
Who should we give it to?
Alice? Or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of
What are
them.
we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're going to save them both.
How?
That's... I need to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there, I knew it. What?
This is an end. Are you for real?
No. It cuts off like that.
What? What is this bullshit end?
Started at 41:20, reached to be continued 1:14. I was way off and I was so close with 30 minutes. Welcome to the most annoying part of this game. It's
one
not
of
an
the
end, it's
story
one of the
logs.
story logs. Okay?
Well, who said it could lock?
Keep going. I think there's going to be a reason for this.
Oh shit.
Ah,
I thought we were at 14 hours
why
exactly.
didn't you press faster?
Oh.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Oh, I need to return. Okay.
Okay.
Wait. This is so confusing. So we have a story log.
Just as it starts to get interesting, the game snatches the book out of your hands and tells you, go back, make another choice.
But we are right in front of the choice. Like, not even yet.
In the last game, there was one lock like that, which we didn't see because people kindly suggested we try things that made sure that we only got to the route of a true ending once when we actually got the true ending. But that's what would have happened in the previous game if we had done that one earlier.
Yeah, but at least that was only one. And now I feel like this is weird. Like, it stops here. Like,
that's the point, Tifa.
I guess after this we should start saving in the second slot.
There's no way to avoid locks in this one, unfortunately.
I believe the crosses on fire was definitely new.
Did you not see the new screen there?
Yes, I saw it. Did you see the crosses on fire?
No, I saw something, but I was blinded.
Okay, so we have crosses on fire. We have the spaceship location thing. Some of the shots we've already seen.
What was the new screen? Well, crosses on fire and what looked like a little space station out in It could be the desert, it could be the moon, Mars, something.
It kinda, you know, those wooden soldier graves that come in the form of a cross? It kinda looked like a lot like that in like an inferno.
Like when you do a mass grave kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like with a pandemic.
Yeah, I guess.
You jump to the choice of a first door, you don't need to play from the start each time. Ooh, good point.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. So we now need to go to the right side before we can continue the path we're currently on?
No, we just need to keep playing the other parts of the flow until the game goes, hey, now you can unlock the thing.
Yeah, but then it makes more sense to go this way first.
That's what I was
guess.
going to ask you, yeah.
And then maybe once we're somewhere here, we can continue here?
The game will let us know, I think.
Okay, so we're gonna jump back to this point.
Yes.
The A-B round, okay?
And this time we will choose ally.
If the text is all the same, I'm skipping.
Hey, it's almost time.
You can do...
What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then I...
One sec.
No, we are right. We don't need to do the whole story. This is right before the choice thing.
Oh, true, and then everything after that we haven't seen yet. So, yeah, true, jump ahead.
Right.
Wait, do we get the whole
Mash,
explanation?
Tifa. Mash like you've never mashed before. Mash. It is time to choose. Now we betray? Yes.
Now we do betray.
It is time to betray Alice. Ally, do it again! No. Vote has been recorded.
I did
Please
press
vote.
betray, right?
One of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
Stop zooming ahead.
Now opening.
This takes so long.
How about, before we get into this, take a short break first?
Sounds good. I do wonder if the other characters now also picked other options, or if that's all the same and only our choice is different.
I would think they did, and you have all of a break to consider what your new prediction is going to be.
BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
We are. If you ask me, the best way to play this is to try one route from each 3 first doors and then go wherever you feel, but that's just my suggestion. We could have done that after this one.
Oh, we can try that once. We done this one and then do one route of the 2 remaining doors.
BRB, aka bringing real biscuits. I wish I would love like a scone or a biscuit right now.
In a way, it also made more sense for me to go this way because the path is still like fresher in your mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Description of asterisk is both permanent and entering with all the frames where an asterisk is necessary, making it hard to read. Oh, you're talking about the BRB
screen.
I can look into that. Thank you.
Huh.
Tifa, what are your predictions for the outcome of this AB game?
I think it's gonna be the same with the exception of us, of course.
I think so too, because there's like 3 main routes based after the first set of doors. And I think the results of the AB game only differ here as far as your own is concerned.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So, what we said last time, except now Alice is
And now instead of
betrayed, just like we are.
And us, it will be Alice that's at one point.
It's fine, I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess
Good.
I should say thanks.
Yes! I remember you being not very thankful last time, or helpful.
You're welcome.
So, thanks.
No, come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
How do you know what she's going to choose?
Cause she a bitch.
Premonition. I guess you could say I just know.
Are you making fun of me?
How do we just know? Is it because we reloaded to an earlier part of the game? Does the game know?
The way I played
Called it
this.
premonition, exactly.
The way I played this was to avoid betraying for as long as possible. We tried to do that as well, and then we were betrayed at the very first time.
I was going to play the pacifist route first, but somebody woke up and chose violence, so I'm gonna retaliate.
I mean, fun fact, the doors plus map moving animations from the whole game is actually 1 hour and 6 minutes long. Oh
Wait,
my god.
That's 66 minutes. If you turn that around, it's 99,999 connections confirmed.
That is so long.
Visible route is not 100% of the game.
What do you
I
mean?
figured. I don't know. But I'm guessing it's like the thing we see is not...
Oh yeah,
game.
like in
like
the
in the
first
first
game.
one. Yeah. My guess? I don't know. Yeah.
We have
I
a
don't
feeling
think so
they're
either.
gonna pull the same, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yo, what's up?
I almost missed this little guy.
Ziggy!
Nah, I didn't.
I haven't seen him at all previous streams.
Oh! Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
What's up?
What's
Results.
Let's go.
Show us those results.
We'll find out if you made the right choice.
No, right?
Putting all that pressure on us, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex Game!
Round 1!
The results!
If
Bring it.
everyone would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Bring it.
Doo-ba-doo-doom. Oh, Alice chose ally. What a shame.
But Sigma... Oh wait, that's us,
It's
yeah.
the same one.
Kay and Clo... Oh yeah, Clover picked Betray.
Yeah, because 10 Muji old. I mean, she didn't say that last time, but we all know it's
Yeah, and then she was like, oh, I didn't recall you were so cool. They remained ally. Okay, so it's like we said.
Yeah. I knew it!
I actually thought Alice would pick Betray as well.
No. Now
We
this
just-
way...
Oh wait, yeah, we said she would be 1. Yeah, she couldn't be 1 if we...
I still... Carry on. I'll discuss this in way too much detail again later. I suggest to have skip already seen on, because you will see a lot of the same thing, different routes. After all, there are 9 of them. How
Wait,
do we
that's an actual
turn
setting.
that on?
Where can I find that magical
Is it
button?
the stop button here?
Because that is handy. Oh, how do I get out of this again?
Like that.
Let's get out of this screen first and then have a look.
Here are the results from your game.
You just showed them to us. Why are you saying it now?
Let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Well, you couldn't talk over us.
Look at us, we are winning.
Loser.
Hey, Alice. What the hell is this?
Also now I feel better because of what happened first. But seeing how in this timeline it didn't happen, now we're the assholes.
Nah. We made the right choice.
Now we are the ones.
Now we're good.
What?
You mad, bro? You mad?
Problem, officer? You chose Betray last time.
Last time!
The game knows we're reloading. This is like Undertale.
But does she know? This is still round 1. So now our reality is starting to...
Yes, it's all blending together.
blend together.
Yeah.
And we can't differentiate between what happened in that timeline and what happened in that timeline because now Alice goes like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So I chose betray too. No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time?
The flowchart is a red herring, calling it now. I think the flowchart is more like deceiving, yes. I mean, it is there, but I think at least moments like this change not depending on your choice, but also depending on whether you had previously made a different choice. Or maybe even if you keep going back to the same thing and you keep picking ally and betray, it's gonna turn out different.
I think if you like jump back and keep going through the same thing, you will just keep staying on the same path.
I don't know about that.
I think it's programmed in such a way that you only get this conversation if you've done path A and then go into path B. If you keep going into path A, I'm quite sure the conversation.
Yeah, but what would happen if we now reload and choose betray again?
I think you will come onto the same path.
Oh, it only feels like that. The text would have been the same either way, once again indicating that Sigma had a premonition again.
Yeah.
We just think it's reacting to us because...
That's what I think.
Oh, that would work too.
It would just be the other way around, I think.
Yeah. So now we feel like we influenced this when maybe it wasn't. Okay.
I don't think the game will be that complicated programming-wise.
Could be. Either way, I love this.
I think it's going to be considerably easy. Took a while.
Need to confirm. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Control
Alt F4.
I will Alt F4 you.
Is what I saw.
But this part we have definitely not seen yet.
Okay, let's get through this first. I'll save just in case I do press something wrong, and then I'll do that.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
What on earth are you talking about?
Nothing.
Alice like you, hi.
Maybe. Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't. What was going on? When Finite chose ally, Alice picked betray.
I just made the most rational choice.
Okay, it is reacting to us.
What I don't get is how is our character confused about but you did pick this before instead of we're still in round 1. How can it be that there was a previous run that
because the memories are blending together.
Yeah, but the bunny is literally
have you ever had a déjà vu in your life?
Yeah, of course.
It's that. You go through I'm guessing, you go through your life and you're in the situation and in your mind without thinking, why am I choosing this? You go, I'm gonna choose betray because I know Alice is gonna betray. When you press the button, you don't think about why you would know that because you just know. There's nothing in your mind.
I think about that. I go like, hey, when did this happen?
Do you think about how you're breathing?
Sometimes.
Do you think about how to get to work?
And then I stop breathing.
That's true. I think it's just that. So, I know Alice, we've talked to Fi, she says choose betray, Alice is gonna choose betray, and I know Alice has already chosen betray, so you know this time we're going 0-0, whatever it works. So click the button and suddenly go, because he only realized this when she called him out on it.
Yeah, but he's still in that thing, and she already called him out that that this is the first round, they didn't vote before, and this didn't happen. And he's still stuck in the but you did.
Yeah, do you not see the whole like premonition morphogenetic field thing with a grey screen and everything and the filter?
So what we did, I understand like kind of what's happening. What we did, it was a centro morphogenetic field to us. We probably had that moment in the room. We snatched on and we were like, hey, she's gonna pick this, so I'm gonna pick this too, but still. Absolute mindfuck, I love it!
Yes.
It's probably gonna get really confusing at some point.
I think
Then I'm gonna press A.
one of the endings, maybe if there's one, the real ending, or maybe all endings, will have something explaining how this is working here. Because in the first game we were told the explanation at the end. We were told how this is happening.
That's not a prediction, that's just how things will go. I'm already calling
thinking
it
this
not a
time it's
prediction.
different.
No.
Because we will see. That's why I watch you stream it, so I don't have to think too hard. Thank you for that. Ranger. Tifa, sit like a person.
Sitting
Hello
like a
Ranger.
human.
Happy Tuesday. How are you doing?
How you doing? How's work? How's the house?
Work and luck.
How's
Thank you very
everything?
much. Appreciate it.
Kick butts at work.
The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray.
Working laptop is updating. What do you do with your
Is it
technology?
Is it the same update everybody is getting, or is it like a Ranger style update? Because I know you're cursed when it comes to certain technology.
That's a good question. I immediately thought the worst.
Also, you're not sitting like a human.
I'm sitting
Sit
like a
with me.
human. I'm
Sit
sitting
with me.
straight.
Sit with me.
That's not sitting like
Yes,
a human.
it is.
That's sitting like a bot would. Are you 0?
Yes, now I am.
Ugh.
Just need an update. The Nova laptop needs lots of updates. Yeah, that's like a corporate IT thing, right?
It's
Just
like
to keep
not
you safe and stuff. Also, why are you sitting so far to the right? Come here.
broke my spine just now.
It's fine, it grows back.
Yeah.
Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well,
Well, it sounds like a nice break.
an idiot.
Hey, that's us.
We're the idiot.
But this time I chose Betray and her vote changed to Ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice?
With some. Close.
With some doesn't work. Oh, the rabbit lies in the pepper. Yes, the rabbit is part of the issue in this game. It makes sense.
It's a bunny.
Same thing.
Being in love for a Blue Monday.
That still doesn't make sense.
I mean, that makes more sense. It speaks for itself.
No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen Betray and chosen Ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision.
Ah, there's the click.
Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen Ally. In other words, she must have made her decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws down paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past caused Alice's actions in the future. Easy. But what had just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to that innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decided to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out she went with paper. Damn it. I lose and I'm pissed off. So once again I go back in time to try and change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously there's no cause and effect here. since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future. How could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But
also, good luck explaining this to everyone around us without making us seem like the crazy asshole that's trying to talk ourselves out of this.
I type as naturally, I don't even notice anything is wrong when I hit send. Am I dyslexic? No, you are special. I don't know if it's dyslexic, you would need to ask a professional, but to me, you're just special.
You just type fast, you don't check, and you send it out. I do the same thing.
Exactly. Really like that this is the route where you can find the cat book. Don't know if you know Schrödinger's cat, but the book is about. If you do, it makes sense.
Yep.
Yes, we do. It wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. What the hell was going on? No, wait. Wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? See?
That's the fucked up thing.
This is what I mean.
It's like, why are you not freaked out about it?
This is what I'm talking about. It's natural because it all blends together for you. You don't consider why you know the thing you know because you don't have reason to doubt it. Only when somebody pointed out, Sigma went like, wait. The truth of the matter is that Alice has really good eyesight and quick hand movements, so no matter how much you try to win at the game, she keeps close attention and makes sure she wins. Yes, and in this case,
and she a mummy.
There's actually like these air vents in the room, and Alice has this future tech where she can bend light remotely. So she saw which room we entered into, and from her perspective, she altered it so she could see where we pressed the button.
That has to be it.
Yes.
Redeem a command.
What do you want?
What's it gonna be?
That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Right, of course. Time travel is impossible. There's absolutely, positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true,
the best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray.
Throw those words back at her.
Yeah, Tifa,
do it.
Time travel isn't real? Would you like to give a statement? This is Jack coming live to you from My Favorite Letters X, where we ask Tifa her opinion on time travel. Tifa, is time travel real? That's her statement. That's all the time we had. Sorry, people. Bye!
The command elephants. My favorite letter is X. Response by writing toot.
Copy that.
Copy that. And
Copy
let me
that. This time
send it immediately.
That would be sweet.
So that we don't go into the same mistake as before. There we go.
It will be done. Thank you very much. Anyone... I believe Alice is about to say that anybody who believes that time travel is not real is, and I quote her, an idiot. Tifa, a statement? Okay, thank you very much. I'm afraid that's all the time we had. Once again, weird.
It shouldn't be too hard to implement right now. That's easy.
Yeah, I can do that. I didn't know I can get my own command. Yes, you can. Everybody does. Try it if you will.
An idiot.
Look, she called you out for not believing that time travel is real.
Throw it back at her.
Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
Yeah.
I do smell toast.
That's me because I'm hot. Oh, sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions?
You didn't ask me
one. Yelling at you.
Oh, we did. We asked why didn't you pick that?
Yeah. Took 10,000 yokes. Well, you get them back after the stream. There's only one redeem where we don't refund the points, and that's the really expensive. Well, one of the really expensive ones. That doesn't have an explanation. Elephant. I need to set it up manually. I'm not that fast. Unfortunately, unlike Sigma, apparently I cannot travel back through time. I will let you know when it's there.
At the latest, next stream.
Yes.
Because of you two, I've only got one VP left.
Now you know what it feels like. Yeah, you're right.
This should be sweet revenge, but now that she didn't betray us right from the start, I feel horrible.
And even worse, because Sigma, having time traveled, at least information in his brain, also knows that getting to 0 points means killing her.
Yeah, but I mean, the choice makes sense in this situation if this all happened, because you expect her to pick the same, so we're matching. But now it kind of feels like we're being the asshole.
We are.
You're right.
Yeah, we are.
What in God's name is wrong with you?
This would have felt not as horrible if we had a good ending in the previous route, like, you know, we both died or something.
Imagine if there wasn't a possible timeline where you would choose betray yourself if we choose ally. I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
God has smote you. What was it? Smote.
Once again, 10 out of 10 writing. We say we feel bad. Sigma says I feel bad.
And then the whole text and lines in this game is completely different, but because of our morphogenetic fields that we're putting into this game as we play, the game responds to what we're saying.
Yeah.
If you play it, it's going to be a whole different
The game doesn't actually exist. This is AI reacting to us live.
What do we do now? I don't know.
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again.
Oh, so that's how that feels, huh?
You'll pay for this.
Now she's probably going to kill us for real.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. Stabbed, you say? One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose ally.
No way I'd choose betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
Not with Clover on the other side. That's new.
Also different.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
He keeps, especially with his eyes and the long mouth looking thing in his face, he keeps looking like, like super shocked.
This is the YouTube thumbnail face, but I hate that. Imagine Alice going, I'm never going to trust your Phi again. I won't trust Jack or Tifa either. I would probably freak out.
There is one visual novel that kind of does something like that.
Yeah, it's messed up.
It was pretty cool. Makes you doubt things if you don't know it's coming.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that like breaks my mind.
Yeah.
What? No, no. That's not... No.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
So you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
I told you she would choose betray on the grounds that Ten Miyuji is old. I told you.
I said it first.
No, I didn't.
You went off of mine. You can't see you're doing the I told you. Morphogenetic fields, man. I told you first.
Nah.
Are you gonna write that down? I see what you're planning to do.
I'm only holding the pen, I didn't write anything.
You even took the notebook towards you.
Yeah, because I was checking.
I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Oh, straight in the heart. Poor guy.
What's that supposed to mean?
But this also means there's some connection between them.
I guess.
Because why would he only talk about Clover?
That's when we
Get kind of creepy.
play another round where Clover and Grandpa reconcile and then play this again, she would choose ally. Potentially.
That could be.
Potentially.
Creepy, huh? I understand.
I bet they were lovers in the outside world.
I I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
This is the conversation we've had.
Suppose you could say that.
Yeah, from here.
I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
In that case...
Oh yeah, what was the...
Control. Like we're controlling time.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this.
Control and another button.
Figure that means
No, it's set to auto now.
It's got to be mine.
So this is gonna keep going until we get to one that we haven't seen yet, right?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, was that it?
Don't worry about it.
So you still have to sit
We
through
only
it.
did what anybody else would do.
And now he's gonna say
Right,
that...
Mr. Dio?
Oh yeah, now he's gonna throw Dio under
Oh, wait.
the bus.
Exactly.
What? This is exactly the same.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean it isn't? They all picked Ally.
No, this is where Quark threw Dio under the bus about wanting to choose betray.
Yes, and that's happening now with his... Yeah, that's what I would do too. And then actually Dio picked this.
Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably. They're all choosing Ally. No doubt we're all wishing we'd done the same.
If anything, they skipped that a little bit. Which is maybe what the button did.
But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure. No!
When does the next
Ah,
meeting
we
start?
skipped that bit, but we are now actually doubting... Okay.
If this game is as complex as I think it is, but that would be overkill. I think it might be, honestly. With how this is going.
There's a lot of paths, a lot of different things. Was this the one that had 36 different...
No, that's the last one, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It is different because now you hear the start of a Ken Clover and 10 Muji conversation and only ending of Dio and Quark and Luna, while if you had Allied it is reversed. Oh, true, because we also discussed with Alice longer. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
That is really detailed, good writing, because they even consider like how long your conversation lasts versus which part of them you can overhear. Damn. My chair agrees.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
So, wait, can we...
Well, you...
Maybe it's not.
Oh, that's the skip button.
This skip button is the one we were looking for, right?
But does it actually stop at something new? There's the you'll die part.
Oh, there we go.
It's going to be 10 mealdy or less. One or the other.
Wait, did it actually stop?
Okay, now it went back to... Now it stopped by itself. So, what did we just miss?
They're please explaining that you will die.
Okay.
And now what changed is who will die, because before in this thing, it was us.
It stops when you hit something new, so now we're good, right? Now we should just play normally again.
Handy.
I like that. Never knew of a skip button when I played the game. Replay it now with a skip button.
It's quite handy.
Yes. Bingo, Tofu.
Hey, right now.
Tifa understood the skip button after people explained it to us multiple times.
Ding, ding, ding.
Or it might be both of them.
Wait, what?
Why am I going to die?
Radical 6.
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
In a previous timeline, yes. You mean,
No, he already said the penalty is dying.
You mean the needles on our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
That wasn't this timeline still, no?
No.
Wasn't
We've
that...
reloaded, Tifa.
No, but wasn't that the explanation when Dio refused to work along? Then we started talking
yes.
about penalties.
I think so.
Which means that was in this timeline as well.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
Yay. So, Fa had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
Oh, maybe not.
I see.
At some point, especially with days in between and not playing this in one go, it's gonna be really confusing what was, at what point, and in which timeline.
Which is why I think it's a smart idea to go like for us playing this and to avoid this, what we did now. We went back to the earliest split in the timeline possible. Made the other choice. Skipped ahead like we did now. Now we just go through it normally.
Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell?
Sorry.
Important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
I mean, we knew. Maybe you want to get some premonitions?
Sorry. Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
is there anything else you've conveniently left out?
Yes.
It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all,
What?
it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
This bunny is looking straight into our soul right now.
My question is, why does Phi know? Is Phi 0? Or is 0 Junior aware that at least certain players of this Nonary game have already tapped into the morphogenetic field?
I think the latter, if this is an experiment, which the point is, there is no way they're gonna this blatantly go like, oh, here, this is 0.
I mean,
if anything, it's the latter. This bunny knows more of what's happening.
you wouldn't expect it though, would you?
It's not gonna be 0.
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. But
This
that's
is
the
all.
rules.
So what did you press? Just once on...
Simply because I don't trust your tapping, let's just do it like this.
No, it's just once on here, no?
Oh, one last thing.
Twice.
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are down.
Going all the speed. Oh yeah, this is where we had the whole...
I hope we're not actually skipping new stuff.
Okay, now we get to go through all of these rooms.
Yeah.
We just go
Pick,
through...
we need to go through all of them anyway.
Oh,
See?
it's still going.
Yeah. And it's all skipping. Oh god, this is so much handier than in the previous
But
game.
wait. Can't we now just jump ahead to later in the timeline?
No, because we're in the
What are
other
you doing
timeline.
here?
Oh, it stopped.
There,
Oh yeah,
Tifa.
makes sense.
We are here.
Yeah, I forgot.
There's no point jumping here.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking of that.
Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
I know how that feels. We've been salty for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
Are you wearing them? Something like that following up?
I am.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Temioji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
Oh,
What's this?
true.
You're gonna take his side? I thought
Somebody
you,
has to.
of all people, would agree with me.
Well, he seems like the more peaceful dude so far.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less. I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life.
Wow.
There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Get nice clothing,
Eat
eat tasty food, find love.
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food.
I think you can press skip again, because...
What an idiot.
Oh, sorry.
Twice, Tifa. There we go, we
Now
learned
we
that he's
go
a
into-
ringleader.
Well, what do you do for a job?
Yeah.
He said he's a garbage collector.
We believe he's a policeman.
Something along that line. He's also denying he has a relationship with Quark.
Yeah.
Even though Quark does not do that. Here's the big boom and our spaceship.
Oh, thank goodness we skipped the entire baby analogy thing. That's the best part about the skip function, honestly.
Here we talk about how big babies are created and the impact they have. Oh, it's kind of nice to be able to skip. This was the most frustrating bit in the game.
Chromatic doors.
Here we go.
I wish they would have skipped this too.
5 minutes remain.
Now we need to argue about which door we go into.
Close.
Yeah, but I would have liked it here.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Did we even have a choice here?
Yes, we did. Last time we did.
No,
But-
last time we didn't have a choice because then it was voting and it was 2-2-1 and then
True.
Clover is the one that picked.
True, we didn't get to really have a choice because we got outvoted. But
Exactly.
now we will be the tiebreaker, I guess.
Now we get a choice.
A baby! Quark trying to understand antimatter bombs. Because we skipped over all of it, yeah?
Basically.
Well, what are our options this time?
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once.
No, you actually said it twice then.
Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
And this now makes double sense. Is she talking like like last time when we did stand in this room, or last time when we did the first choice?
She
doors?
said the same thing before.
Yes.
Last time when we went into the first rooms.
Yes.
I
And
don't think
I'm
the
saying
meaning-
now it works in both ways.
Oh yeah, but I don't think the meaning has changed there. When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, the daddy plants an antimatter bomb in the mommy's uterus. And then we disappear.
What exactly is that kink called? Because I want to avoid it with every fiber of my being. You know, I don't think you should kink shame anybody, but that should be kink shamed.
Please don't let your kink be bombs.
Yeah. Option A. Luna and I, yellow, paired with Clover, cyan, go through the green door.
Can you skip the
No.
pair colors? Just go Luna and I pair up with Clover. I had a feeling you
Tifa,
would say
you
that.
can make that choice when you get to voice a main character. Oh wait, she never does.
It adds unnecessary words we don't need right now.
None of my words could ever be unnecessary. Tenryuji.
The majority of your words are usually unnecessary. Like you can cut out so many and still say the same thing. But they're beautiful words. I just want to say.
Are you listening to this? Wow.
Kink shaming is okay here. Only if it's bombs.
Tenryuji and Dio, magenta, paired with Alice, yellow, and go through the red door. Are the colors different now too? I would think so, because of the numbers.
No, we're
Actually-
still set up with the same pairs.
No, but I think this time we get to... I mean, the voting has to be different at least. K and Quark, cyan, paired with Phi, magenta, and go through the blue door.
Luna and I are still yellow, Alice is yellow single. This is still...
Option B. Luna and I, yellow, paired with Phi, magenta, and go through the red door. Tenryuji and Dio, magenta, paired with Clover, cyan, and go through the blue door. K and Quark, cyan, paired with Alice, yellow, and go through the green door.
So you want option C again? To go
Option
with
C.
Alice?
Luna and I, yellow, paired with Alice, yellow, and go through the blue door. That's not going to happen. There's 3 doors. In the first route we didn't get to choose. In the other route there's 2 choices. I think by playing both parts of a flow we get the chance to explore all 3 rooms. I don't think we have to replay a room.
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense.
And that's
Which
why it's
means-
important to know that Tenryuji and Dio, magenta, paired with Phi, magenta, and open the green door. Ken Quark, cyan, paired with Clover, cyan, and open the red door.
I'm quite sure Alice is gonna go. I refuse to go with us. So I'm picking this door, and that's how option C, which we picked last time, gets crossed off the list.
Yeah. BDSM, bombs, destruction, Schrodinger's cat, and nuclear apocalypse. I like it. Colors are the same, but some people might oppose to going through certain doors with certain people now. Yeah.
Yeah, option C is off the list.
Yes. I've had my fix of Alice, so I'm good.
Until chromatic doors close.
Okay. How do we want to do this?
Well, you decided the first time, right?
Yeah.
Then can I decide this time?
Why you?
I think I deserve it.
Oh, but when we were in this situation, we weren't allowed to pick.
Because we
that
didn't
was
deserve it.
unfair.
Yeah, but she's not a main character. She doesn't have morphogenetic field powers.
No, but when she fucked us over, we were also like, oh, the ones with the lowest BP. Oh no, Vi was the ones with the lowest BP should pick. And then she was like, oh, that's not fair. I want the choice too.
She remembers that we did this before. No, this is about the first choice of rooms. Then we did choose.
Yeah.
Here, in the other part of the flow, we did not get to choose. We had to go with vote.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have made the tiebreaker.
In the very first round, we were like, we go here, and then the rest was decided automatically.
I only have 1 BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose?
That's what we said in the other flow.
Wouldn't you agree?
I remembered wrong, like everyone here. I don't blame you.
Like I said, things will start to all blend into one.
I think by the end of this game, our brains will be mushed too.
Probably.
I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
Really quick, the reason why I put in the make Tifa sit like a human redeem is because when she's working from home, Tifa sits here like Quark right now. Like the... And it's not good.
Because things need to be
Thank
higher.
you, honest psycho.
Sit like a human.
Nuclear. Because once you mentioned that cat Sigma started talking in cat-related words, so nuclear turned into meow clear. Genius. I didn't even realize that. It's wonderful. My precious. Yeah, and then she goes back to sitting normal.
I went straight.
Yeah, sit straight up.
No, this is straight.
I'm trying to help you here.
No, this is straight.
I mean, if you say so.
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first?
No, he has a point.
So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
But Clover does.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind.
That's a dangerous game he's playing.
He knows her. Maybe they were colleagues? Boss?
Do you? Wait.
I mean, she is some sort of...
Wait a second.
Secret agency thing that we haven't figured out yet.
Do you think Tenmyuji is not his actual name and he is 7?
What? Excuse me? Do you remember what 7 looked like?
Yes. Do you remember how much time has passed since then?
So he even changed skin color, completely different physique.
Very unhealthy lifestyle.
Got hair.
He grew it up. 7, you sure shrunk. I can tell you. No. I can explain this, people. Listen.
You went the Michael Jackson way at 50?
No. 7, after events of the first game, took to parachuting. And you can ask Ranger about this. He actually... It's just water. Our Ranger cell actually lost multiple centimeters off of his body height because of the continued impact of his parachuting drills. So, is it a good explanation? Yes, it is.
Okay, that explains one.
Yeah, that's how he got shrunk.
Okay, yeah. Now the rest.
Well, after the events of the first game, he had like a breakdown, stopped working out, didn't go much outside, spent his time inside with his grandchild, nephew, whatever, Quark, and became this person. What other connection would he have to Clover?
I'm sorry, you can only know one person in your life.
It's kinda weird that Clover knows all of these alleged police people.
Can you please write down as a prediction that you believe Tenmyuji is 7, so that at the end of this game I can laugh at you? Because this is something I want to remember.
What is gonna happen if I turn out right?
You are so not gonna be right. Like, there is no way.
Honestly, of all the crackpot theories you've had, Tenmyuji being 7 is one of the wildest. But that's not a no.
For some of the people that don't know who 7 is a character from the first game.
He's like 9 feet tall, he's built like a brick house. He is super muscular, he's bald, has a scar.
Bald, black, several scars.
No, he's not.
7 was.
7 is not black.
7 was black.
No.
Which one?
Unless I'm misremembering hard, no.
7 is...
Okay. Listen, Tenmyuji is very pale. 7 looked like he's been out in the sun every now and then, but...
I don't think that's a 10. Regardless, very different face structure.
We can now establish that Tifa is in fact colorblind.
He is definitely a different skin color.
When I just came back, did you just say 10 is 7?
Yes.
Yes.
He did.
I just said the reason why Tenmyuji has such a thing for working with Clover.
Miffo's like, okay, time to go.
Hello Miffo, happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I hope you read the redeem because now you need to drink.
Dark Lord Noir, welcome in.
Hello, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday to you as well.
You did write down your theory,
yes.
Right? Okay.
And do you know why Tenmyuji has to be 7?
Tell me.
Because it's been 3 years since the event of the first game. And what do you get if you add 7 and 3?
9.
No, 10. Like Tenmyuji. It makes sense. And if that's not the real reason of a real thing, I'm gonna write a fanfic where it becomes a thing.
You know, I wanna say, like, sometimes you throw out the weirdest shit.
7 plus 3 is 999. It's Tifa maths. Nothing you can do about it.
And I'm like, there's no way this is gonna happen, and then at some weird crazy turn you turn out to be right.
Yes, so much has happened in 3 years. Exactly. Have you never seen this, Tifa? You see a person and they're like in their 50s and they seem like they haven't aged since like 20 years. And then like 3 years later you see them and suddenly you go, oh, time has caught up with you.
Well, I'm gonna press a button.
7 is ambiguously brown, which is shockingly common. One way to put it. I used to watch tourist scams videos on YouTube and now I can never be scammed while traveling. It seems I need to binge watch Twitch scam videos. So I stopped these things. This is not a scam. This is predictions. What if Clover was secretly Clover? I think Clover is actually Clover, not so secretly. Yeah.
I think Clover is Alice. And Zero. And a robot while we're at it.
Everybody's a robot. Consider, Yasuhiro, Ari, Akane and Angie from Danganronpa. Yeah. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like which one of the two islands in Japan is it?
True.
Where people usually have more sun and therefore a more tan skin color, more bronzed? Was it Kyushu, Hokkaido? Okinawa? Which one is that? Wow, that one. Thank you.
Sure.
Could be that they're from there. I'm always assuming all of these people are from Japan, or at least they're based on a most likely Japanese artist's depiction of people.
So. There won't be any Danganronpa spoilers, no worries. No. Those are characters you meet immediately. Main characters.
Ai has a 10 because she's a swimmer, Akane has a 10 because she's outdoors, and Angie's an islander.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier what Angie looked like again, but yeah, true.
Yeah. None of these are spoilers. Yeah, no, when you see those characters, you go like, oh yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah, you can see immediately.
This is just their, like, outward description. Evo A7 isn't pale and 10 is a fucking patch.
I have returned! Groundhog! Jack just said that 10 Miyuji is actually 7 and that's an official theory. There, I caught you up to what happened in the past 1.5 hours.
It's on here. I wrote that down. Wait, did I? Whoop.
And now we're continuing this.
Yeah.
This will give me the chance.
Yeah, the chance to change your mind.
There is something he knows about Clover and we still need to find out that.
Maybe he's like a colleague of hers.
Because this is just creepy.
I've been wanting to pair up with Alice too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, and that is?
Your all ice thing in your body.
We'll get to that later.
7 changed a lot. Yes, he has. Which room are you in right now, Eggman? Jack and Tifa, but X works, and we are in this one.
Yeah.
We had just earlier finished our first story until it got locked.
To be continued, which was absolutely horrible because it said absolutely nothing either.
He also knew about Ice 9, just like 7 did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, he mentioned Clover told him about that. Was that in the first or the second round?
That was told to us that Clover told people during the first puzzle.
Yeah, right? Because he mentioned it in the infirmary when we double-checked it towards Alice. And I'm guessing he wants to talk about that some more.
Do you think that 6 is afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. What Bedinze said. No, because 9 deserved it. So no, 6 isn't afraid.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes, I guess.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
No.
Who are we stuck with then?
I thought about it for a moment.
Fine.
If I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Phi. As far as how I felt about that.
I'm fine with that.
Sure. I don't have any strong feelings towards either one.
No, but we also still have a lot to unlock with Phi about the...
Why does she know things?
Yeah, and the premonition where we have seen her with us.
Yeah.
We've been hugging her. There's been stuff. There's been the big baby boom. I mean...
Yes. And if we need to, we can always come back and choose no.
Yeah, so I go with yes.
Yeah.
Wait, should I save here so that it's an... Oh no, wait, we can't save
We have
here.
a flow chart, Tifa. We can jump back whenever we want.
Panic.
Leave it clicking outside of the game to me.
Who do you currently think 0 is? Everyone.
I think K is 0. I also think Sigma might be 0.
It's not gonna be K. K is too out there. Look-wise at least, not as a character.
K is Sigma is 0. Exactly. Hello Evie, happy Virtues Day. How are you doing?
Everything he said was 9 apple or banana.
Smoothie. 9 was their child. When they smushed their nasties together.
They're what?
They're nasties. They're dangly bits. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have any problems with it.
Let's go with it.
There were no objections.
Let's see how Luna is in these rooms.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain.
Off we go.
Chromatic doors closed.
They're just moving really quickly back and forth and quick changing. It's understandable. They have these like masks on a stick that sometimes people use at these mask balls, where they go like, haha, I'm a new character, you know, and then they take it off and suddenly it's K, Sigma, K, Sigma.
Currently, I think there's no Zero among us.
Oh my god, she said Among Us.
I didn't get Zero vibes right now. And if there is a Zero, lost his memory.
Quark is also Sigma, but the one from Mega Man X. Could be. Evie, have you ever played Mega Man X8? That's the last one, right? X7 is one we don't talk about. X8 is the last one that they made.
Are there that many?
Yeah. What was the name of that new enemy they introduced? The one on top of a space elevator thing? Kind of reminds me of Quark. It was also like a younger looking character.
All younger looking characters look alike.
But you know which one I mean, right? The one that could shapeshift too, like Axel. Spoilers for Mega Man X8 if anybody cared, by the way.
A bit late, isn't it?
I don't think anybody cares for the game, and it's been out for like over 10 years.
Sorry.
Luminous. Yes, thank you.
I'm actually Quark. Sigma and I swapped clothes, so you didn't notice because prosopagnosia. If they're gonna bring that... What?
Exactly! Prosopagnosia. Everybody has that. Yes. Just like Dio is colorblind.
I mean, Dio being colorblind sounds very legit so far. I mean, someone has to be colorblind.
Yeah, and in a game with colors, somebody has to be colorblind.
It kind of feels like
this, because otherwise it's too easy. Too bad at gaming to play X4, so I stopped. That's not necessarily on you, because first of all, like Evie points out, all of them after X4 are bad, and the Mega Man X games are bullshit difficult sometimes.
So good timing for you.
Yeah. Just do it like I do, play with cheats.
9, 8, 7.
And countdown.
Wait, 9, 8, 7? 9, 8. We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Kay, Quark and Alice headed for the green door, while Ten, Miyuji, Dio and Clover ran toward the blue one.
Let's go!
My feet slapped against the hard metal of a warehouse floor, and Luna, Fi and I ran to the red chromatic door and the next stage of a Nonary game. That explains it! He ate 7!
0.
Exactly! That's how he became 10 Miyuji.
Chromatic doors closing.
Oh, Sigma is also 0 because the chromatic door thing tells us that he is.
What?
The chromatic door goes, or the announcement for the chromatic doors goes 3, 2, 1, 0, doors are closing. Sneezing confirms it.
Double sneeze.
It's not a 0, the countdown is over, but 0, hey 0, the doors are closing.
So all of them are 0. Because all of them went in the door.
Gesundheit, bless you.
Thank you.
Very sweet of you.
There's very little meat in this 7. Well, you only need to eat a tiny bit.
He's not aged well. He's not kept up with his regimen. Huh? Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Deja vu.
Bad ending.
Like it.
I wonder what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Still a deja vu.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Why should I?
It might be dangerous.
At least Fi is honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Alice was like, I'm not gonna pull
No,
it.
I'm not touching that thing.
Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it.
Okay, I will pull it.
Yeah, that's even.
Who knows?
Right. But I have no choice. Did you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is there?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nah, sorry for the confusion, I was talking about your breasts. What?
There's nothing on either sides of your breasts.
Oh, about the heartless monster. She doesn't have a heart. Here.
I mean, but there's nothing on either side of your breasts?
Okay, listen. Whoever wrote Sigma has Jack moments. Like, you just say the first thing that comes to mind as a comeback, and then you realize, actually, that didn't make any sense. Here. I have no choice. Do you really think I would say this, you heartless monster?
Yeah.
He's calling her heartless and flat. Yeah. It doesn't work. I mean, inside heart, outside. Also a heart, which would need surgery. Hopefully not. Yeah.
But
So,
compared to Alice, everyone is flat.
yeah, it's true. In comparison, yeah. Even the Earth.
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
Do we want to go into C-cup, what that looks like?
Objection!
Or are we just gonna skip over that and continue?
God damn it, Sigma. Yeah. But hey, now we know. This was very important for the lore.
Note to self.
Why didn't we predict cup sizes for all the characters?
Hey, now we know for the next game.
I'm predicting Quark is an A cup. Sigma, a B. Because I'm pretty sure he has pecs.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the Steam header thing.
Yeah.
That could definitely be.
That guy lifts.
Okay.
But hey, she got the insult. Unlike us, yes.
Yeah, I just thought that was a really weird one. Yes, let's get more into this.
Why do I get to voice this line? 1 second, please. Bruh. Perfectly normal conversation in a matter of life or death scenario.
They were breaking the ice. I mean, better than being scared.
One way or another, huh?
And crying in a corner.
Classic Sigma, yeah. When in doubt, penis. If you're a C-cup, I'm packing 12 inches. We continued in that vein for some time until...
Luna's having some regrets over here.
She's just standing there blushing like, oh no. With her noodle fingers.
Don't you want to know my cup?
No. No, thank you. Huh?
What?
Oh, Luna pulled it in the meantime.
I like Luna. She went all out and ended the cringe and just went...
You know what? I'm moving on.
Sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever. Is that okay?
Yes.
No.
Thank you, Luna. I love you right now.
Put it back.
Only the one on the left opened.
Again, Fi, you have my permission to slit Sligma's throat in his sleep. Too bad you can't marry her. Not yet. Maybe that's in one of the endings. Yeah, this is still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Which ending is the harem one? If there is one, please don't spoil it.
Preferably all of them.
Luna's like the only normal person around here. I
so
mean,
far,
I
still think Luna's gonna be evil at some point.
I think she's hiding something, but yeah.
She's too nice, too sweet.
Yep.
She's gonna have some...
There's gotta be something. Recently realized how much similar Sigma and Haruki Fusashi are, and considering he was created to be as flawed as protagonist as possible. It's not a good look, Sigma.
Who's Haruki?
Don't remember the other character.
Which game is that again? That's not 999, right? What was his name again? I forgot the name of the... Oh yeah, I forgot the name of the main character.
From Raging Loops.
That also doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, I'm uneducated.
Luna's hiding G-cups somehow. I mean, can do some miracles with a binder, I guess.
Yeah, she has like a bandage around her chest.
That necklace with the Twitter in a cage.
It's an X.
That's just trying to distract you
Right.
from what's going on.
Exactly. Raging Loop Protagonist, don't know if you've heard it. Nah,
No.
sorry. It sounds like an anime, I want to say. Put it on the list, we need to watch it. What is this place?
It looks like some kind of control room.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window. Maybe a generator?
Right, well, let's split up and look around.
Need cards with the moon on them for the next AP game, right?
Yeah. They're probably in this room somewhere.
Then let's get started.
Alright.
Ah, the control room.
Let's see if this one is as easy as the garden.
The purple looking thing that we just looked at on the ground looks kind of like a teleporter.
Looks slightly creepy. Can I go down?
Why don't you use the mouse?
Okay. It will keep jumping.
This looks like it's the control panel. It's covered with screens and buttons and so on.
Is all of this the same?
Yeah. Kinda unrated. Oh, it's a game. Kinda unrated game if you ask me. If you can tolerate forced romance in game, which was kinda badly made, then I recommend you to play it. I'm gonna rent it now. I would at least have a look.
I'm clicking everything because last time we didn't. It was like, oh, you didn't click on this specific screen.
That is true. But you still haven't clicked at every single button.
Okay, well, I don't want to go too far. Okay, let's do teeth. Oh, test. I was like, speaking of boobies.
So you are colorblind then. But to be fair, at that angle I didn't see the S either.
Yeah, I mean, now I see it.
Your list of games must be so long. Yes, it is. My backlog is infinite.
There's no end to the backlog we currently have. Teeth.
Yes.
So...
Examine.
There's a piece of paper on that clipboard. It says... test.
Each letter is written in a different color. The T is green, the E is blue.
The S is yellow and the second T is pink.
My S is pink too.
They all look like they've been written with a highlighter. Did you say your ass is blue?
I said pink.
Oh.
It's not yellow. That S is unreadable. Yes.
Like
it
here
was.
in the screen, and when it was laying there, I couldn't see it either. Like just right in front of you, I can't see it. But
White on yellow is not a good contrast. No.
it's horrible.
My god, I'm playing the Great Ace 22 and they finally give a judge a name. Not a spoiler by the way.
I never realized the judge didn't have a name.
Wasn't it Aji?
No, that's the nickname.
Maybe that's his actual name. A laptop.
It's got something on the screen. It's the letter T.
Huh.
Did you see that thing plugged into the side of the laptop? I did not, thank you.
Yeah. It looks like a memory stick. You want to quickly say what the game is about, spoiler free? Yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh, the other
Raging
game. Yeah,
Loop.
Raging Loops. I don't think this is a memory card.
What?
Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. See? There's a thin slit on the end. Just wave that part over any images or text you want to scan. This is the future. Then you can just plug it back into the laptop.
And look at whatever you scanned. Neat.
Where do I get this?
This
Hey.
is actual future tech.
Huh? The screen changed.
Do you think it's because you pulled that thing out? Let's try plugging this thing in again.
Okay, so now
There's a T on the screen.
we need to combine
Combine that with test. USB
Yellow.
scanner yellow.
So now we got the E. Do we have to do this for every letter?
Oh, hey, the screen's blue now.
This is...
Click the screen. Alright, let's do.
It looks like a password. Wait.
Did we already get the first password?
This was a bit too fast for a password, wasn't it? I'm gonna put this in and see
I mean,
what happens.
I know we're good, but this was...
This was a record time.
This was
for-
what, 2 minutes?
It seems like it doesn't
Tifa?
make any sense.
We are officially pro gamers, I guess. Yeah.
Speedrun strats.
This is now a casual speedrun. Don't look at my star. I messed up the star. It
looks a bit like a...
I cannot show you this, but it looks like Patrick's star from SpongeBob.
Missing an arm.
If he got into a horrible accident and lost all of his right arm.
There's also only 4 points. 1 is missing.
Look, it grew back. Official speedrun, yes. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
I mean, this went fast, I'll take it.
You think this is for the panel in the safe?
I assume so.
You have found a
Okay, let's first do the other letters as well.
You haven't played Trauma Center. Not yet.
Oh, it doesn't turn into blue.
You need something else to scan, I guess.
Yeah, I thought maybe we can get something else.
No.
Also, wait, I want to see if this was the puzzle. Where's the... Oh, this is just a weird thing. If this was the puzzle for the golden thing or actually to finish the room. Where is
This is the blue password.
Oh, the blue password is the one to finish the room, right? A
think
safe. It looks like the ones I saw in the AB room and the infirmary.
So if we put in the password, it should open. Looks like it works the same too.
Oh, can you please tell me the password? I absolutely forgot. Oh look, it's wrong.
Top right, star, right, moon, bottom right, moon again.
Oh, thank you.
Bitch.
Yeah, cleaned that off. Good
Completed.
job.
Piece of cake.
Literally.
Oh,
We got
okay.
the gold
We
file.
are not done. We just got
Yeah.
the secret file already.
I'll take it. Let's start on...
How about you go the other way and...
We'll meet in the middle, it's fine. Is this an incinerator?
What is this thing? It's huge.
I would guess it's used to analyze things. It looks like it's missing a part though. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, panic, stress.
Raging Loop protagonist Haraki Fusashi crashes his bike in a remote village. Soon he learns that the mist comes to a village, and for its inhabitants it means that in the village some people were replaced with werewolves. Okay? He needs to find them or the werewolves will kill them, but he learns something even more strange whenever he dies, he loops back in time. Can he escape the hellish loop that even death can't let him escape?
Well, that sounds like it could be fun. A mix of the Mist
Yes.
series and the werewolf game.
Sounds more ridiculous than loopers. The only thing I found truly ridiculous about loopers was the eyebrows. On Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I forgot his name. The younger guy.
That's a tall screen.
I don't think it's turned on.
Maybe it can't get power for some reason.
You could try turning it on. Let me take off my shirt. Yes, Tifa?
I wanted to click on the number.
What's this?
It's got all these pipes. Look at the black and yellow lever. It says power under it.
Do you think this tubing has electrical cables in it or something?
Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current.
What would that accomplish?
I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power level is the source.
Might as well give it a try.
Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself. Look at the 320.
Oh,
Where's the 320? Oh, there.
up there.
The lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything.
Oh,
So we need to find a... What if we just press it?
a bunch of tubing. The lever under 320 seems to be missing. I wonder if there's a lever around somewhere that might fit.
Okay.
No, Tifa.
We're gonna... Oh,
Oh wait, loopers, not looper. I only have seen looper. Oh god, give me the mouse. Quality voice acting. On, off, on, off, 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 on, off, 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 on, off, off, on, off. Huh.
Should I take a picture of this just in case? Thank you, Luna! You didn't have to read the whole thing out loud. Every conversation we have on this stream.
Talking about eyebrows, mine is really itchy. I think I'm allergic to haters.
Look, there's a hole in the middle of it.
Oh yeah. Click my hole. This sheet has on and off written on it a bunch of times. There's a tiny hole in the middle of a paper that looks like it was made with a needle.
Is this a like ripple on it or just a line that's been put on there?
I have no idea.
Just in case, I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Go ahead. I mean, you could use the memo function, but say cheese, everybody.
Oh wait, the memo thing isn't for taking like a screenshot, is it?
No. Beautiful art we've made.
Then I'm not gonna repeat.
I'm sorry, it says off, on, off.
We don't have codes yet, so let's skip that.
A blue clock. It says 510 min on the face. That's a long time.
Nothing else? Okay.
Wait, 510 minutes is... what exactly? 300 is 5. 210 is 3.5. 8.5 hours.
You can count here. It's based on werewolf. Oh, so it actually is. But making it to the actual death game changes everything. Oh, I remember really liking to loving to play that game like during high school and stuff. And then I didn't get friends, and you need people to play that with, and then I never played it again. Make it blah blah. So I was literally made to be the worst possible person.
Some things make sense given the situation, but what he does is still kind of messed up.
Okay, that does sound kind of interesting still.
So they made a video game about me, basically. Actually, I don't. I mean, I like to give myself crap, but I don't think I'm the worst possible person. I've met worse people, I want to say. These look promising. Let's see here. Damn, I can't understand any of this. Is it some kind of code? None of these have anything useful. So much for that.
Okay, I'll take it. Hey, a protractor.
I always thought a protractor is what you buy when you work on a farm and you have passed the amateur status.
It's only for the seniors among us.
Wow, a protractor. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
You remember what they're for, right? You use them to figure out angles. Oh, we're back to maths. I
hate this. There's a red line 0 degrees away from the 90-degree mark. What's it mean?
Maybe it's telling you to set some angle to 30 degrees.
We will need that on the on-off switch thing.
We'll take it.
Looks like there's something in the blue box. Let's see what it is. You call that a compass?
I remember having this thing, but...
Yeah, this is a Zirkel in German.
I have no
and
clue what
it makes sense because you draw circles with it.
I just remember that the end is like super sharp.
I always used that to clean under my nails. Or to stab, what's it called? Radiergummi.
Oh, yeah. The eraser.
Yes.
Like the soft one, and you keep poking holes in it. Yes, I did the exact same thing.
Don't have a game, but it seems spoilery if you want them to play it. I didn't see the message.
Oh, I didn't see either. But we'll find out in a sec. Now I'm remembering ReZero exists.
I also haven't played that. I know it's a thing and it's like big and popular because
What's that game? I thought it was an anime.
I think so.
It is an anime.
Didn't the anime come after the game?
I have no clue. I didn't even know it was a game.
With Town of Salem and Mogus, it's easier than ever to war Wilf.
I think maybe both, yeah, maybe. It probably is.
Yeah.
A compass. I think it's been on my list for like 10 years to watch, if that makes sense. Because I think that one's pretty old. One leg has a needle, the other leg has a pencil. Do you think... Oh.
Excuse you? Do you think we're supposed to use this for something?
Well, usually you use a compass to draw circles.
Why should we draw a circle though?
On a piece of paper, I would assume.
How big of a circle?
I don't know. If we had an angle to set the compass to, that might help.
Okay, combine that with a protractor.
It's a bit early to come. Oh, never mind.
There we go. And now we go to the on-off thing and draw a circle.
Let's first go in a full circle and see what else we find.
No, anime, but they made a game. Thank you.
Ah, so the game is based on it. Okay, fair. A cardboard box filled with complicated machinery.
Do you think we can use it?
I don't even know what it is. Oh wait, I didn't click on this one.
Some papers. They're filled with incomprehensible code.
Okay. Hey, more numbers.
You should scan that. This looks like a Mega Man X password. 5962. Should we write this down? You can take a picture of it.
I don't think we need to write it down. There was a complicated locker code. Maybe we need to add the numbers.
Yeah, take a picture of it. Then we don't need to do the memo thing.
Let me try to get that yellow.
This is really hard to read. Yeah,
I'll get it.
Alright, this piece of paper has 4 rows of 4-digit numbers.
The color of each digit seems to be random. Green, blue, yellow, pink. They all look like highlighter colors.
Highlighters, you say?
Can
Scan
we
it.
combine this with the scanner? Hey, now we get green.
Nice.
Alright. These are all wrapped in PP bands.
PP bands, huh? PP bands?
Rope made of polypropylene.
I think that's actually the correct pronunciation.
Who on earth knows what these things are made of?
I'm just saying, Fi is suspicious.
She's a robot. I'll stick to robot.
Some folded cardboard boxes. They're wrapped with something called a PP band.
I didn't even know they were called a PP band either. Oh, new clock. A red clock.
A red clock?
With the 510, can you write down it's blue? Because the color seemed to mean something. And this one is 11,400 seconds.
Alright, 1 sec.
Seconds.
Red. 11,400 seconds. That is just under. That's 3 hours and 1 sec.
How about we wait until we have all of them? I'm pretty sure we're still gonna find a yellow one and a green one, I would think.
That's 190 minutes. That's 3 hours 10.
Maybe we need to put that in somewhere.
It says 11,400 sec on the face. Not sure why.
Okay. Oh wait, this is
guessing there's also gonna be a green one. Looks like there's a few different books here. We've got some sort of dense technical thing and a novel.
Doesn't look like there are any clues here though.
Some cardboard boxes. Some machinery inside, but we don't know what it's for.
Is this what I... No, that's next to the door. Now we're back. Let's put the thingy
Let's
back
scan
in.
the thing first.
Look at the screen.
1 sec. Green.
Wait.
7213. Got it.
Okay, these are the same as on the picture, but highlighted. Oh yeah, it scans it.
It changed.
Huh? That's weird. This is the paper with the numbers on it, right? It's only showing 4 digits though.
Well, if we read them in the direction of the arrow, then we've got 7213.
Oh, I would have said 3271.
There's literally an arrow going from left to...
I forgot the arrow!
Because of you, lines like this exist.
Otherwise you would have read it that way.
Could you please read out to the nice people watching what I wrote down as the code? Before I read this?
Yeah, because you looked at the arrow, I wasn't looking at the arrow. Okay, let's try
11,400 seconds. How do you measure a year? That sounds like a song, but it doesn't ring a bell. What is that thing?
An octopus?
I was thinking the same.
I was more thinking jellyfish.
That's a pretty big octopus.
Yeah, it takes us all our lives to eat something that big.
Don't eat them. Don't eat it.
I'm allergic to octopus. I think maybe that's an annihilation reactor?
Annihilation, you mean like that bomb?
Yes. Why does everyone know what bombs and annihilation reactors look like?
Talking about annihilation, Dark Lord Noir, I hope you read the text on that redeem and that you have now hydrated. Because it's for you to announce to the world that you're drinking.
I will join you for a sec. Cheers.
Same though.
Yes, the core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Fi knows a lot more than me about these things though. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Yes.
As she said it, I was preparing mentally to make a tidbits joke.
More for genetic fields.
Tidbits, huh?
If it is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. Are we gonna go with babies again?
Please no.
There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there, probably hydrogen and antihydrogen bumping into one another. When they do annihilate one another, that's where you get the name and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass defect and...
God, stop! Too complicated. You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off annihilation energy, right?
Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine, like a steam engine, or an internal combustion engine, just better. All of the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus.
So that would make this room...
Yes. This is Mr. Octopus's control room.
I like Luna's way of thinking. Also,
it's easier.
We have something with that much destructive power powering everything. This is not my first choice.
It's not the last thing we need to worry about. Do we have
Use
something?
the circle thing.
Do you think that's the lever?
Yeah. Sigma has such... No, it left.
Oh. Yeah, I was
the
still
paper.
on this thing.
The paper.
There.
There. Sigma has such a dirty mind. Yes, he does.
Oh, if we probably have to put it here to the end and then...
Yeah. This sheet has on and off a bunch of times.
This thing? Oh.
So I just put the compass needle in here. Alright, let me write that down as well.
So we just need to go with off, off?
No. On.
Which
off, on? Off. Off.
Why do you start with the on?
Off.
This on is not in the circle.
Have you ever heard of counterwise? On, off, on, off, off, off.
It's not really in the circle though. Like, isn't it cut off for a reason?
Tifa, it...
Oh, you mean the one... Oh, I was thinking of everything inside the circle.
Clockwise? No, counterwise. That's a throwback from one of our earliest streams. She couldn't think of the word counterclockwise, so she said counterwise, and it just stuck.
Kinda. Oh, I see how you're thinking.
That's why I also moved the mouse for everybody to see.
I get it. Green.
Oh, widow shins. What?
What's widow
Probably
shins?
yes, but what? This locker looks like the ones in the crew quarters. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's figure out how this works first. Enter a 4-digit code and press enter on the right.
Well, this one is... Oh, I clicked on the other one.
Okay, wait, this...
We don't... Oh, wait,
This is green. I'm guessing this is the 7213.
4 spots. Let's have a look. Here is the clock one.
There should be a meme spreadsheet for newcomers. We could make something like that. Like a meme wiki.
It's gonna be a whole book.
That's the point. 7213, Tifa.
7...
One thing worth mentioning is the fact that Raging Loop tells you when to stop recording the game, and it's like in 1/3 of a game. I mean, Let's Plays would have ignored and they're still on YouTube for over 2 years, so I don't think they are taking any measures if you record past it, but your decision if you want to play it, if you want to ignore and record past that point. Okay. That's kind of nice that they tell people, hey, if you're doing this in public, maybe stop playing here, because, you know, spoilers and stuff. Some things can't be explained so easily. I'll never forget Motonard's first stream. It's been too long.
It was a... That's 7213, right? I can't even write your number handwriting.
So.
It's not that.
7.
2.
2.
1.
0 times 1.
Oh, well, maybe not.
2 divided by 2.
Oh, that's what I did wrong. Never mind. See, I totally knew it.
Excellent. Unlocked.
Good work. Now open it up.
Me.
I was totally on the right track.
Disc-shaped part. Okay. Dare I say it? Which one was it? I don't recall. I've said so many things over the years.
I can say that again.
What is this thing? It's pretty big.
Baby?
Baby? Oh, the Swafflecopter one. I remember it now, fondly.
Oh, was that his first one? Oh, that's been a long time.
I remember it happening, but time is a blur for me.
I remember having
Simpler
a very long conversation about Swafflecopters. And I don't even know how we came to it.
Does it matter?
Well, something must have triggered it. I don't even remember.
You're usually triggering yourself. I don't think you need much to go.
I mean, that is true. Maybe you're supposed to wear it like a crown.
Why the hell would I need to do that?
Well, it could be a part of a machine. If it is, you probably need to attach it to something.
Oh, I know what this is. This is the counterpart to Alice's chest piece.
I was more thinking it's a bracelet for Mr. Octopus.
Or that. I think you put this on the weird device standing on the side.
Yeah, we can have a look. It's probably for the analyzing machine thing.
Only the VODs now. True. This locker looks like one in the crew quarters. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's see here. Enter the code.
So it's minutes?
Hours and minutes.
Is Alice still being someone we don't like? No, we got our payback by traveling back in time, betraying Alice.
Her, and she is salty AF.
Yeah,
also,
and now Alice is almost dying.
Hello, youth. Happy Virtues Day. How are you doing?
Like, the game gets confusing.
Ready for blue? Good thing I already did the math earlier in hours and minutes. You're welcome.
Go for it.
Ready for the blue one?
Ready for the blue one.
8:05. Oh wait, hours and minutes. 8 and 30.
8 and 30. And then?
And the red one is 3.1.
There's no 0.1.
Me think.
Just eating some din-dins. Cooked curry. Curry. Oh my god.
Ooh,
curry.
I would love a curry right now.
I haven't had curry in a long time. Should make that again.
Wait.
Enjoy your meal.
It doesn't make sense. This is 200 minutes.
For Tuesday, now I get it. It's brilliant, isn't it? Need to make some waffle. What's a waffle? Like waffles?
I would love curry and waffles. Just drop it at my place.
You can probably combine it.
190 minutes, 3 hours, 10 minutes. So 3 and 10.
And 10.
There we go.
And we solved it. Look at all the maths.
I'm so glad I'm not playing as myself. I'd quit at this point because brain empty.
I fully understand.
You might not think it, but together, our one shared brain cell, we get the job done.
Yeah, the good thing is usually when I struggle, you easily get it. When you struggle, I easily get it.
Like with a previous puzzle?
Yeah, it
because 0 times 1 is 1 for Tifa?
I wasn't. I was more thinking of a plus.
2 eggheads work better than 1.
Yeah, exactly. And when we both struggle, we get you guys, and then you guys solve it.
And if you guys can't help either, we have the internet and walkthroughs.
We haven't needed that in this game yet.
It's kind of funny to me that with Phoenix Wright we had to look up a walkthrough at some points, and here we're like, yeah, no, we can figure this out.
Which is technically more... Actually, no, I feel like this is more straightforward. Because you're in a room, you don't have to...
I think we think more in terms of escape puzzlers versus...
visual novel.
If I was a lawyer in Japanifornia, what would I need to do next?
Yeah. You did it! It unlocked!
Hell yeah.
See if you can open it.
Do it, Tifa.
I can. That looks kinda interesting.
Rainbow tree root.
It reminds me of like a lava lamp with an item in it.
Wow, those are some intense colors. What is that thing?
I think it's a root system from a tree.
What? Come on, no tree has rainbow roots.
I don't think it looks like that naturally. They probably painted it.
It's pretty ugly.
I agree.
So what am I supposed to do with it? I should make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think I'd make it past customs.
Maybe you're supposed to put it somewhere. Oh, this goes into the analyzing thing.
I'm getting Genova vibes. Same. I don't like it. Like?
Well, on that machine perhaps.
It even has the indentation at the bottom.
Can we combine this thing together?
No.
Okay.
I think you first place the tree root and then the round thing.
How about we go stand in front of the machine and then
How about we quickly do this?
here?
We can solve one more puzzle. Do it. Press the things. I think I could put that rainbow colored root here. Now the other thing. No, wait, go back.
Why go back?
Press the buttons. That's what you have them for.
I keep forgetting which button and then you get annoyed that I pressed the wrong button, so it's the safer option if I click on that.
V as in very important to remember.
Much important. M, so...
No, I pressed the wrong thing.
Wow. Rainbow colored root again.
What do we do now? Huh. Looks like it would fit. Here we go. Turn it on.
How do we turn this up?
It's shaped like a ring. The light in the middle is off.
Oh, we need to power this thing, probably. And
for
that we need to power that thing. And we have...
Not found a lever yet. Oh my god.
Is there an item? Can I click on these things? No.
5 women wearing black and with white hair thinks something with rainbow coloring is ugly. I mean, to be fair, I think it...
I can see your point.
I wouldn't want to put it in my apartment, but... Oh, look!
Hey, what did you say? Let's do this one still. On? Oh. Hey, I think you can move these.
Oh, you're right. On, off.
It says off on the top and on the bottom.
On.
On.
Off.
Off.
On.
On.
Done. And now you've got the handle.
Sigma, what are you doing? Don't break it.
No, it wasn't me. It just fell off.
Does this mean it would have been enough to only pull this one so that
you
the handle
wouldn't have been
broke?
able to move that one if the first one wasn't an on and the second an off position.
Fair enough. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, it's off now, so no point crying over spilled levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere else.
Like where? I think if we're quick, we can still finish this tonight.
If I don't take the long way.
Which you just did. Okay, if I just put it here. Wink, 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 wink. Good. There we go. So, what should I do with this thing?
I found a manual on the floor over there. It says that this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way.
Huh?
Those tubes are some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Who builds this? Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. So let's say you turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left.
The lever.
The lever.
I love turning my lever.
If you do that, then all the liquid coming from 240 would go to the left tube.
Oh, it's a math puzzle. I get it.
Which one does it
We
start
need to
at?
make the top and the bottom numbers match.
Yeah, but which 240 does it
Let's
start
keep
at?
going. We'll find it out.
Turn it all the way to the right, and it all goes to the right tube. Oh, this is the thing she twisted. I
What
thought
if
we
you put it
turned
in the
that.
middle?
Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of one getting 240. Oh, okay, I get it.
So what's the deal with the question marks?
Those represent unknowns in the target values. The one with 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, while the ones with the only 2 mean those are the 2-digit numbers. And of course the single question mark means that the value is only a single digit. What about the one that starts with 3? Well, I would guess that means that the hundredths digit has to be 3. So 4 means the 10th digit has to be 4.
You mean question mark for question mark?
And question mark 5 means the ones... So why can't I read this? Means the ones digit has to be 5, right? Yes, I think so.
So let me see if I got this. We need to adjust the levers so that the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom.
That's correct. Once you've got all the levers set, then I think you pull down on the power level like this.
That makes sense.
I think that about covers it. Oh wait, one more thing. The liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual is very specific about that.
Okay. Let's do this thing. So,
do this one to the right.
Stop pressing buttons, first of all.
To the right.
To the right.
Yeah, so that it flows to the right.
This only has 2 digits.
Yeah, and you can control it again here.
No, half is 120, half is 60. This is correct.
Oh, like that it was half.
This is only 2 digits.
Oh,
so
and here it goes again.
240, here it becomes 120, here it's 60. This makes sense. So 320 goes down here. If it halves, that's 160 plus 120 from here.
You still need stuff in this one.
That doesn't work.
It can't flow up, right? No.
Wait. Are you having fun?
I mean, yeah, it works. The only downside sometimes with stuff like this is after a day like this, I'm brain dead.
60. These both need to be like this.
Well, then we need to do the left one.
160 plus 120 plus 60. Yeah. And this needs to be 0, so this goes there.
Will it now not flow in this one?
240 like this. 2 goes in here. 105 goes in here.
I mean, it seems like you got it, so I don't even need to think.
Okay.
Did this all reset? No, it didn't. Wait, 240 you now set all to the right.
I think it's something like this.
No, that doesn't make sense. That's 120, that's 110.
There.
Oh.
Genius. Yes, I'm a champion.
Good job. Look. And
numbers. Today they won't confuse me.
It turned the power on. Look. It's moving. Looks like it's finally ready.
But ready for what? Ready to save a game. If this isn't a segue, people. Bam! I think it's fair to say we basically finished this room as well. I'm pretty sure now I'm pretty sure the next thing we're gonna get on the screen is the code.
Makes sense. We didn't...
We've explored everything else.
Maybe we need to scan the route after this.
I think we just did that.
Oh, you think this is just a big version of the thing for the laptop?
But this lever puzzle in the end, it was cool. It made my brain tingle. And it was easy, if you ask me, once you figure out you don't need to start counting from the top, you need to start counting at the bottom.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. But also not.
Like if you have 2 triple-digit numbers at the top and the bottom left one has to start with a 3, the only way to reach that is to reroute more power there. And if there's a single digit and everything else adds up, that has to be 0. So
makes sense.
There's too much math for me. Good point to stop.
There's enough thinking for today.
Exactly.
We'll have more thinking tomorrow.
I think, honestly, all the math we need to know is that 7 plus 3 is 10 MUG. So.
I mean, so far it also makes sense. And what I do like is we still have the easy option, worst case. We haven't needed it yet.
We have not yet
had
to change the difficulty to easy. We're playing on hard mode the entire time.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's kind of normal mode, isn't it? I mean, the game calls it hard mode.
I'll give you normal mode.
But it's like normal mode.
This brain is going hard.
I do kind of like how the prediction was correct, though.
Which one?
That seeing how I carried us in the previous room, it's your turn to carry us in this room, and you did carry us through this room.
Have you ever carried us?
Like the majority of the times.
Are you morphogenetically tapping into a future that hasn't happened yet?
I solved all the puzzles in the previous room, and now you did in this room.
Does anybody recall this happening? Because I don't. So he ate 3?
Wow.
Potentially, yes. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe we'll find out. I refuse to go elaborate further on this because I'm pretty sure there's some variation of words I can say that's gonna make Tifa come up with cannibalism again. So, I don't.
I didn't say it when the moment was there, but someone brought up cannibalism today and it wasn't me. And you know who also never talks about cannibalism?
Everybody that isn't you?
Raziel. Even though he does horror streams, so I'm quite sure there's cannibalism in there at some point.
That is true.
Which was a subtle, we're gonna hint Raziel in case you didn't get it.
That's a subtle, we're going to hint. Are you okay? Do you smell toast?
Subtle hint, also good.
Tifa is trying to say we should rate him. Let me have a look.
Stop, I'm getting hungry again. Late snack feelings are the worst.
Raziel has gone offline moments ago.
Ah, shit, he literally just went offline.
Your timing is bad.
Then I'm just gonna call it a night.
So now Jack has joined Tifa and spreading her cannibalist agenda. I was trying to avoid that from happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I have no tea.
Small snack.
No.
It's black tea with a shot of honey, you hater. You made this for me. More for me.
It's fine, I'll stick to this. Then we're just gonna call it a night and we shall be back tomorrow with less maths, hopefully.
More maths. I am on fire.
And more puzzles.
Yes, and more colors.
It's too late for
and
maths.
Everything. Hey Tifa, if you combine red and yellow, what do you get?
You get the end of stream dance.
Aren't you glad the stream is over? Thank you everybody for hanging out with us and living through my puns. We will be back tomorrow with more versions of more. See you then. Bye!
Thank you, thank you.